Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tada Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Nanda Nandanam Bande Radhika Charanadoyam Gopijana Samayuktam Brindavanam Manoharam Bhaktivihina Parada Laksha Chiptischa Kamadi Taranga Madhye Kripa Moitvam Saranam Prapadye Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam Rahodasya Tasya Vrishabhanu Brajaburi Yasya Puna Punara Pranaya Nuraga Jadi Labde Kim Dharme Kim Usurir Gane Kim Cha Ishena Kim Sham Priya Milano Iti Labda Chakim Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. So first of all, I give pranams to our Gurudev, Vishnu Padre Dandi Swami Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, our Shiksha Gurus Nichilila Parishri Gaur Govinda Gosai Maharaj, Shri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Gosai Maharaj, all Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis. Thank you for coming. No devotees come, then no Harikatha. So some people think speaker is important, but hearer is more important. No one hearing, then no Kirtan. If no Parikshit, then no Srimad Bhagavatam. So thank you. So, many people when they hear Krishna Lila, they cannot. You want to sit here? Many people read Bhagavatam, they become confused. Especially Krishna Lila. Narayan's Lila, a little easy to understand. Vishnu's Lila, easy to understand. Creation. Maintenance, giving karma. But Krishna Lila, that is outside of understanding. Because in this world, two opposites cannot be together. White and black, day and night, happiness and distress cannot mix. Fat or skinny cannot be both. You have to be one or the other. But Krishna is that tattva. Opposites can be in him. Complete opposites. And he harmonizes them. No one else has that power. Therefore Vyasadeva in his Vedanta Sutra said, Viru Dharma Ashraya. Opposite Dharma, opposite nature, Viru Dharma Ashraya. He is the shelter of both. Contradictions all take shelter in Krishna. So he can be bigger than the biggest, like in Jayavadama Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, one name of God is Allah. But this is only one feature, the biggest, the greatest. But this is not the only feature of Allah, because Allah is also smaller than the smallest. So a name like Allah not present everything. It just give one idea. But Krishna give all ideas. He's bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest. How is it possible? Krishna. Achintya Shakti Mata. He is, what is that? That's called Achintya Shakti. What's impossible, Krishna can do very easily. He is unborn, but he takes birth from the womb of Yasoda. He has no form. With hands and legs, he moves here and there. What else? He's absolute truth, but he lies. All the Vedas come from him. When Krishna was in the womb, the Devas prayed to the womb of Devaki. Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satya Siyoninihitam Chasatyam. Satya, Satya, Satya. You are true in past, present, future. You are the absolute truth. Anything you speak is truth. Anything you make, like the material world, is also true. But temporary, but true. So even though all truth comes from him, he tells lies. He cheats. Like that is Krishna. And how is it harmonized? By his sweetness. When he cheats someone, no one feel bad. Everyone feel happy. When he lie, everyone feel also too much happy. So much sweetness is there. So, In other sampradaya, they accept Bhagavan is Atmaram. Atmaram means he don't need anyone or anything. I think it was Nietzsche, one philosopher. He is for himself, by himself. He don't need anyone because everything is him. So nothing, no lacking there. So they worship Krishna as Atmaramas. Atmaramas Chimunda. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, very bold. He said, no, this is only one aspect. Unless he has everything, he cannot be Bhagavan. So incompleteness must also be in him. Right? He cannot be the absolute truth. He also has to be a cheetah, otherwise he's not complete. So he is Atmaram, but how beautifully he also have another aspect, Pararamata, incompleteness. Of course, material logic, what we understand, Bhagavan is incomplete. No. He is both complete and incomplete. His Shaktis are like that. He has Purna Shakti like Radhika. He also has the incomplete Shakti, which is the Jiva. He has both things. So this, as Atmaramata, Krishna feel happiness. You don't need anyone or anything. Why? Krishna is Gyan Sarup. He's made of knowledge. He is Ananda Sarup. He's made of ecstasy. You don't need anything. No? But Bhagavatam described, no, he also is Pararamata. He is dependent on others. And that much he experienced Pararamata, that much his happiness increased. Like we even see Narayan in, I think, isn't it, third canto of Bhagavatam. Narayan is complete. What's that verse now? What is the definition of Bhagavan? Aishwarya samagrasya viryasya yasa sasya jnana vairagya tan bhaga namaha. What's the definition of Bhagavan? Van means someone who possesses. Like we're saying, if someone is very pious, we say, oh, he's punyavan. You have a lot of punya, a lot of piety. So Krishna is Bhagavan, who possesses unlimited wealth, beauty. What else? Aishwarya. Well, beauty, wealth, knowledge, renunciation, fame, strength. Thank you. So, in Rasa Lila, he proved he have unlimited renunciation. Even Radhika, Krishna also gave her up. Bhagavatam said. One time, by God, Shikshaguru Trivikram Maharaj, he was saying, in Rasa Lila, Krishna gave up even Radhika. You don't need anyone. And he said, but we should not think about this too much. But in Bhagavad, even Radhika, that is Bhagavan. So, point was he have unlimited strength. But what's use in being Mike Tyson unless there's someone to fight against? So in Vaikuntha, Narayan had desire, I want to fight. But who I fight with? In Vaikuntha, everyone is devotee, no one to fight with. So Bhagavan had some unfulfilled desire, because this is also one type of ras. You know ras? Just say yes, Julie. Ras means taste, happiness. 5 main rases are there, like being the Shanta ras, neutral, being servant, being friend, being mother and father, and conjugal. So 5 main rases are there. Rupa Goswami called Mukhya ras. But 7 others are also there. These are Gaunya. One of them is Biras, happiness of fighting. No? People say this is not true, but when there's a fight, remember in school, if someone's fighting, how come everyone go to watch? Right? If there's no fighting, why everyone too much interested in war? Right? Anyway, discussed or whatever, but everyone there, what's there? This is one taste. So Krishna have this also. So who can I fight with in Vaikuntha? No one to fight with, everyone is devotee. So Bhagavan had some unfulfilled desire. So devotee means what Prabhu wants, what my master wants, I will do that. So 2 devotees, Jai Vijay, they realized our Prabhu wants to fight, but he cannot. So we can pretend to fight, but this is not proper. Because we love him. You can only really fight if you hate someone. Right? Otherwise it's not a real fight. Like husband and wife fight, but this is just affection. Should be anyway. But after divorce, that fight is full of hate. Then it's real. How can we fight him? We have to hate him. But only demons hate the Lord. How can we become demons? Some desire was there. So anyway, Bhagavan arranged. They have desire and I have desire. So 4 Kumaras came. Before 4 Kumaras were impersonalists. How long have you been chanting for?
I don't know.
A year.
A year.
Yeah, like a year.
You've heard of impersonalists, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sure I've heard a lot. Impersonalists believe God has no form, no name, no activities, no Shakti. He's just a thing. Right? Like, God is there, but no one's ever seen him. That's Islam, isn't it? There is a God, but no one's seen him because he's inconceivable. So this is impersonalism. And God is not a person. He has no specific form. So the 4 Kumaras were also like that. But when they heard from their Guru Brahma about Krishna's sweetness, his form, his activities, his qualities, like being so much affection, then they developed a greed. We want to see him. No? Without greed, no one would have come here tonight. Right? Some greed is good in spiritual life. Let me hear something. So they came to Vaikuntha with greed to see the Lord. Vaikuntha have 7 gates. They crossed 6. But the inner gate, no, anyone cannot just walk in there. Lakshmi and Narayan, what doing? Maybe something. Husband and wife. So no one can just walk in. So Jai Vijay stopped them. Hey, you cannot enter here. And Krishna, when someone has greed and desire, but that desire is not fulfilled, then comes anger. But this anger is not bad because it's for Krishna. So when they said, hey, you cannot go in there, then they become angry. Their eyes became red. Who are you to check us? This is Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means no duality. In Vaikuntha, everyone have one mind, one heart. We want to serve Bhagavan. But you are different. That means you are demons. You don't belong here. We curse you, take 3 births as demons. Right? Jai Vijay immediately, forgive us. But too late. Offense has been done. That time Lord Narayan came up. How are we walking like, anyway, Narayan, but his walk also like an elephant, like a swan. Even his elephant, like he's walking like an elephant, intoxicated. So handsome he's walking. Anyway, it's not Golok Vrindavan, but even there walking is like dance. No? Brahma Samhita. There is water is like nectar. Even moving is like dance. Narayan also. Of course, not like Krishna, but still, he has something. His walking, his grace, his beauty. And when he speaks, this is like nectar. Yes, I agree, Narayan said. Even my hand do something against my devotee, I cut off my hand. Means how much affection to the devotees, how much affection. Even my hand go against the Vaishnava, I cut off my own hand. So 4 Kumara don't know anything. No? When they saw his form, his beauty, his sweetness, his affection, their heart melt. No? And especially the Tulsi. Chanaravinda Tasaravinda, when the Tulsi mixed with sandalwood on the feet of the Lord, they smelled that fragrance. We smell someone's feet, we run. Bhagavan's feet, which is the worst. Of course, nothing bad about him, I'm just giving an example. The worst part smell like nectar. Of course, Bhagavan have no worse, I'm just giving an example. They thought, what we're doing meditating on nothing. Why are we not thinking of him? So they changed, they become devotees. So these 2, Jai Vijay took birth by the curse. They took birth from the womb of Diti. They became 2 huge demons, 2 brothers, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Good fighting, because they hate Bhagavan. They're fighting so much, Bhagavan killed him, he felt happy. Finally, I can fight. So to kill Hiranyakashipu, Bhagavan came as Nrsingadev. You know Nrsingadev? Yeah. So after killing Hiranyakashipu, the Lord so angry because how much nonsense Hiranyakashipu do to Prahlad. So Bhagavan so angry. tore him out, took out his heart, took out his intestines and put like a garland. It means so angry, covered in blood. The demigods, including Lakshmi, everyone became fearful. So they're afraid to worship. So they sent Prahlad. That's why sometimes, like this Ugra Nrsingadev in Mayapur, this was all installed after Prabhupada, right? So when Bhagavan's that angry, what's the use in praying to him? He's not going to hear, right? All these things done without Prabhupada's guidance, no. Who said to install Ugra Nrsingadev? Because he's so angry, he's not even listening to Brahma or Shiva or even Lakshmi. And who are we, no? Right? Anyway, that's another point. So Prahlad came, then Nrsingadev, his heart melted. But we are not Prahlad, that's the problem, no? So he took Prahlad on his lap and began licking him, like a mother lion licks a cub. Prahlad had no fear at all, but everyone else feared. So when Prahlad was licking this, when Nrsinga was licking Prahlad, who felt more happiness? Sham? Who felt more happiness, Nrsinga or Prahlad?
On the Shingadev.
Prahlad.
No?
like a non-veg. Because Prahlad, he getting an affection of father. Not that Hiranyakasipu would not love him, but Prahlad feel more happiness than Nrsingadev. Like if you take a child and do like this on the lap, you feel happy, but kid is so happy. You take a kid and play with him, child feels so much more happiness than you. So Nrsingadev saw that. You have so much more happiness than even me. Why? He's tasting affection of father. But Nrsingadev said, I have no father. I don't know what is mother and father. How can I taste it? How can I be like that? So Bhagavan Nrsingadev had a desire. I want to have mother and father. So next life, all this incarnation after Nrsingadev, Bhagavan have mother and father. Like Ram. Right? He have mother and father, Dasarath Maharaj and Kaushalya. So for that to taste, fulfill that desire, Bhagavan came again, right? Okay, this is not like reincarnation we're talking today. This is another thing. Okay, don't worry, don't mix them together. No? Because all Bhagavan's forms are eternal. So, Ram came, ideal Vedic king. No? Then, even though he's Bhagavan, he also took initiation from Vashishta Rishi, and he also had Shiksha Guru, Vishwamitra. These days people are saying, no, there's no more gurus anymore. Prabhupada was the last guru. No, everyone take initiation from him. How is it possible? No? He's in Goloka Vrindavan and we're here. How are we going to take initiation from someone who's entered Aprakat Leela? So these are all like very bad ideas. So, anyway, point is, Ram taught us, no, we need living guru. These days people taking tape recorder, initiation. No, have to take directly from the spiritual master. This is Vedic system. So he took initiation, and then after initiation, goodbye, Gurudev. No, have to do service. So he served Vishwamitra. That's a big story. So afterwards, he killed Tarak, Subahu, and Marich. Not killed him. I don't want to speak Ramayana, but he threw him in the ocean. Then afterwards, Vishwamitra said, now boys, what do you want to do? That time some messenger came. Oh, the daughter of Janak Maharaj, Sita. This will be her Swayamva marriage competition. Then Vishwamitra asked the two boys, Ram and Lakshman, what do you want to do? We can go back to Ayodhya, or we can go and visit Janakpur. Then Ram and Lakshman said, oh Gurudev, whole life we're in Ayodhya, but we've never seen another place. We want to see Janakpur. So they went, and the two boys so handsome, like two young lions walking. Then Janak Maharaj, another name of Janak Maharaj is Videha. Videha means no body. No, you have no bodily connection, no bodily sense. Fully liberated soul, impersonalist. No? But when he saw these two boys so handsome, again and again he asked Vishwamitra, who are these two boys? What are their names? Where did they come from? What? Then Vishwamitra astonished because whole life Janak Maharaj not ask anyone anything, no attachment. Then Vishwamitra, too much surprised. How this king, who have no attachment to anything, all of a sudden attached to these two boys. Then Janak Maharaj said, Etu balak ati anuragi borosamam brahma sukatyagi. Who are these two boys? I don't know. It's so attractive. They steal my mind from the happiness of liberation. So here's a higher taste, so I gave up even liberation to be attracted to them. So devotion is higher than liberation. Okay, got it, Clemens?
Yeah.
If you don't understand anything, just understand that. People trying very hard for liberation, but devotees kick that thing. So, early in the morning, Ram and Lakshman woke up and go for a little walk, pick some flowers, Guru Seva. That time every morning, Sita Devi would worship Ganesh, actually. There's Ganesh there. Because this is human lila, human-like lila. So Bhagavan also acting like human. So she worshipped Ganesh because Ganesh fulfilled all obstacles. And she wanted husband. So that time, Sita had many Sakis, many friends. So one Saki went, also doing something in the forest. She saw Ram and Lakshman. So handsome, at all the hairs of her body stand on end, voice choke. Tears flow from her eyes, no ecstasy. Then somehow she came back to Sita, then Sita shocked. What you saw in the forest that made her like that. Then she said, no. Sham Gauri Ange Kimba Bakani Jibera Nayana Anaya Binabani. I cannot describe the beauty of the Gaur and the Sham. Who's Sham? Ram. Dark complexion. And who's Gaur? There is there, Lakshman. White complexion. Sham Gauri Ange Kimba Bakani. I cannot describe the beauty of that dark and that fair complexion. Because tongue can speak, but tongue is not seen. And eyes have seen, but eyes cannot speak. So I cannot describe their beauty. Then Sita also looking. That is first meeting of Ram and Sita by glance. But Ram is Majara Purushottam. So he said, oh, Lakshman, in my dynasty of the Raghu, no one in our dynasty fell in love with a woman before marriage. Right, Sham? You also, right? Without marriage, how can be any connection with a woman? Not possible. So in my dynasty, no one in my dynasty did like this, but I'm first. I mean, I'm feeling something for her. So I'm like a black spot. Then Lakshman knows everything. No, Prabhu, that means you will marry her. Lakshman said. And Sita also, when she sees Ram, she also feels so much attachment. So she closed her eyes. Because this is like first meeting, shame, so much happiness. So she closed her eyes like that. And her friends, joking, hey, Sita, don't do like this. Now open eyes. Look now, afterwards do meditation. Like someone comes to the temple and sits in front of the deity and close eyes, then you slap him. No? Fool, you're very foolish, no? You want to meditate on Bhagavan, but he's right in front of you. And you close your eyes. Like that. So they said, no, don't meditate now. Now look, afterwards meditate like that. So anyway, they said big katha, but what was the point? Yes, so
2 demons.
No, that was after.
No.
Yes. So Ram have also some desire. He sees Sita have so much desire to serve, then he developed this desire. So marriage is there, but only someone who, Janak Maharaj, one bow was given through Parasuram like that. Only someone who lifts the bow, that person can marry Sita. But who can lift the bow of Lord Shiva? No. Only someone more powerful than Shiva can lift. So Sita was so beautiful, kings of the whole world came. Ravan also came, nighttime. And when no one looking, he trying to lift the bow, but he cannot. So he'd not go for the competition. He knows I cannot do it. But so 10,000 kings came, because Sita is Bhagavan's Shakti energy. So beautiful. Then they could not lift one by one. Then all 10,000 tried together. Anyway, let's share her. They could not lift. Then Sita thinking, these 10,000 cannot lift, how Ram will lift? He's like a lotus, very thin, very delicate. She looking like that. That time, anyway, big story. Ram came in 1 second. When he lift, When he string the bow, when he pull, when the bow break, no one can see, like lightning. Such a noise came, everyone was knocked unconscious, except Ram, Lakshman, Vishwamitra and Janak, but everyone else. No. Then Sita, so happy. No. So the marriage garland, that's why ladies don't put garland on sannyasis. Because when married, right, they exchange garlands. But Sita feels so much ecstasy, she cannot move her hands. She feels so much happiness. And Ram also, Ram is a little tall, and Ram have some, crown. So Sita is a little short, how she can reach? She cannot reach, and also she is stunned, and Ram cannot bow, because he is Bhagavan, the king. He's not like Krishna. Krishna can do it. No. So Ram not bow, Sita cannot move. How the wedding will be finished? So Lakshman watching. Jai Sri Ram. He went to touch the feet of Ram. Then Ram, no. Because Lakshman means prema, no? How prema can go on the ground. So, no. And Sita have so much. Then all her friends catch her hands. And they do like this. Means we also want to marry him. But we cannot. There's no position, and Ram also only one wife. But they all have desire. We want to marry him. We also want to be his wife. But cannot be in that lila. So blessing, next lila, they all took birth as gopis. These all servants of Sita. So Ram is married to Sita. Sita is married to Ram. Everything is official. But still Ram is thinking, does she love Ram? Does she love me, or does she love her husband? What do you think? Who does she love? Her husband or Ram?
Ram.
Her husband.
Husband.
Without marriage, there can be no love. So who does she love? Her husband. So Ram had desire. How would it be to taste unmarried love? Right? Don't get any ideas, Wilson. This is not for us. This is the Supreme Lord, right? This is not Wilson. In this world, it's the lowest thing. But Bhagavan has no low. Everything he does is pure. Okay, don't misunderstand. Even if you don't understand, no problem. But bad understanding. Oh, Hare Krishna don't like this thing. Okay, this is Krishna. We are not that. We are not Krishna, so this is not for us. Okay?
Okay.
So, Ram had a desire. How would it be to taste love without marriage? But he not did anything, because that is not proper in Ram Lila. But desire was there. So again he came as Krishna. And in Krishna he tasted all these things. What he could not taste in any other incarnation, he tasted everything in Krishna Lila. Because Krishna is Rasik Shekhar. Rasik Shekhar means in any situation Krishna knows how to enjoy. In any situation. So Krishna did his Leela 5,200 years ago, Wilson, right? Krishna came to this world. But when he finished everything, Krishna also have some desire. What is that? If we speak this thing, everyone, how is it possible? Krishna, Purna, Purushottam, the Supreme Lord, how he could have unfulfilled desire? So where Krishna Leela stops, Gauranga Leela begin there. Many people say Gauranga Leela is for beginners, but actually it's not true. Where Vrindavan Leela stops, then Braj Leela, then Gaur Leela begin from there. So deep. Many times we think, no, it's for beginners, Gauranga. But if you think deeply, no, you'll see the opposite is true. When most Rasik, they go for the Gaur Leela. Okay. So, Krishna had 3 unfulfilled desires. Siddhadhaya pranaya mahima kitiso vamadiya. Sokyam chad marakum. Siddhadhaya pranaya mahima kitiso vamadiya. Swad yenad bhuta madurima kitiso vamadiya. Sokyam chasyad mad anubhavat kitiso veti lobat tad bhavat samajani sachigarva sindhu hari hindu. Most time we just speak to everyone, don't eat chicken and all that stuff. You forget all this guitar, no? So Krishna was thinking, right? You're not the body, don't eat chicken. Then all these other things you forget. So Krishna was thinking. Saradhaya Pranema. Krishna has love, but Radhika have more love. Devotee have more love. Why? Krishna has to think of everyone. Right? Krishna is in everyone's heart. Krishna has to think of everyone. Krishna has to maintain and protect everyone. But devotee only protect and maintain Krishna. So if prem is like 1 kilo block of cheese, Krishna giving everyone 1 gram. But devotee, their love is undivided. Understand? Understand, Sham? Krishna has to think of Prahlad. Krishna has to think of Ambarish Maharaj. Krishna has to think of Hanuman. Krishna has to think of Gopis, Nanda Yasoda. Krishna has to think, even the sadhak in this world who say, Krishna, I am yours, Krishna has to think of them also. Guru Maharaj says, even Krishna doing Ras Leela, playing flute, but he cannot forget Prahlad. He cannot forget Vasudeva and Devaki in jail. He cannot forget Narad. So Krishna's mind is divided. Thank God. Imagine Krishna forgot us. That would be terrible. This is the nature of Krishna. He gave himself to everyone. No, but Radhika is not like that. Radhika gave herself only to Krishna. Therefore her prem is called undivided. Kevala Rag. No other. Ananya Bhakti. No. But Krishna is not like that because Krishna has no bhakti. He's Bhagavan. Right? Krishna has no bhakti. He's Bhagavan. He's the bhakta, the enjoyer. So Krishna's mind is going everywhere. Even Mother Yasoda chasing him with a stick when she wanted. Krishna thinking, why Mother is so angry, she should not be doing this. I want to play with my friends. Why is she stopping me? At the same time, he also thinking, my friends are watching me run. What are they thinking? Even that time, Krishna thinking many, many things. But devotee never think these things. Bhajanta Ananya Manasa, Bhagavad Gita. They worship Krishna with one mind. So of all devotees, the Brajavasis are the best. Of all Brajavasis, who's the best, Wilson? Just say Radharani. Okay. Radharani. She is the best. Why? She controls Krishna. Her prema always attractive. Right? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these things are written. Adi Lila chapter 4. Krishna attracts everyone. Madan Mohan. But Radharani attracts him. Right? Krishna controls everyone, but she controls him. Do this. Go here. Sit. Yes, he does. Prema means to control. If you love someone, you control them. Anyway, that's another subject. So, Krishna says, I give fragrance to the whole world, but when I smell Radhika, I go mad. Krishna's touch, everyone, when they're suffering, Krishna, they think of Krishna's feet, they feel so much coolness. So Krishna's touch, Krishna's lotus feet, cool like sandalwood paste. But Krishna says, but when I touch Radhika, I become cool. What is that? What she has. What is her devotion? I cannot understand. How can I understand? I have to become like her. No, but that's impossible. Because Krishna is Krishna. Then Krishna says, okay, there's something in Radhika, no doubt, which always attracts me. But still at the same time, there's something in me which makes her mad. What is that? No? Can ice cream taste itself? Can Krishna experience who is Krishna? No. Everyone tastes Krishna, but Krishna cannot taste himself. So Krishna is saying this, even though Radhika's prema is so great, it controls me, it always attracts me, still there's something in me makes her mad. What is that? What is my own beauty? What is my own sweetness? Sometimes there's a picture of one, he's called Ladu Gopal, sucking his baby form of Krishna, sucking his own toe. Why? Everyone talk about the nectar of the feet of Krishna. Yadyapi Samadisha Vidyapi Pashyate. All these songs of Rupa Goswami. Everyone talk about the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet. So Krishna also wants to suck it. What is the nectar of my lotus feet? But he cannot taste. Because nectar cannot taste itself. To taste nectar, you have to be different from it. So Krishna thinking, there's something in me which makes the devotees mad. What is that? I don't know. How can I understand? I have to be a devotee. And Krishna feel happiness, but devotee feel much more happiness, millions of times more. We never hear of Krishna weeping, Krishna's hair standing on end, Krishna's voice choked, Krishna falling unconscious, Krishna rolling up. We never hear. But we hear devotees doing this. That means Krishna have ecstasy, but always he can control. But devotees not like that. They cannot control then all these ashtasapik bhavs, all these ecstasies. When devotees feed Krishna, Krishna feel happy eating, but devotees seeing Krishna eat, they feel a happiness millions of times more. Because Sevananda is more. So Krishna thinking, what happiness the devotee feels. What happiness Radhika feels when she serves me. How can I taste it? And Krishna is a greedy fellow. So Krishna developed these three desires. What is the glories of Radhika's prema? What is the nectar in me that she tastes? And what happiness she feels when she serves. How can I feel it? Thinking. Then Krishna realized, I have to come as Radhika. How is it possible? Anyway, so thinking, to fulfill those three desires, Krishna came in the form of Lord Chaitanya. You've heard of Lord Chaitanya, right? Who is he?
I don't know.
It's Krishna, but in the mood of Radharani. Many devotees say Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahiyanya, a combined form of Radha Krishna, or Krishna taking the mood and complexion of Radharani. So who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Radha.
Radha and Krishna together.
But why didn't he become a woman?
Huh?
Why didn't he
Because
become
he's
a
Krishna. He wanted to taste that.
Mm.
And as Radharani he cannot taste. Because he wanted to taste. Radharani already tasting that. But Krishna, wanted to taste that. So he has to come as Krishna. He's Krishna with Radhika's mood.
Mm.
If he just came as Radhika, he could not taste that. Understand?
Yeah.
No one's ever asked that question. That was a bit of a...
Beautifully explained.
Anyway.
No, that's true.
So, at the same time, Radharani also have desire. Devotee also have desire. Desire is not bad. Not like we all come here to hear something. This is desire. I want to hear Katha. So devotee always have desire, but their desire is for Krishna's service. Desire is not bad. Like Prabhupada, I want to go to the West to preach. Why? My Guru want, and I also want to do that. So desire is not bad in devotion. But some desire separate from Krishna's seva, that is problem. So Radharani also have desire. What are the three unfulfilled desires of Radharani? Why she agree also to come in the form of Gauranga? Anyway, it's a bit hard to speak all these things because some new people are there. Anyway, so Radharani is not married to Krishna. So their relationship is, look externally like some illegal thing we call panikirasa. So Radharani has her husband, the gopis have their husband. They cannot openly express their love for Krishna. Like if some gopi thinking and meditating on Krishna, then some tears come. Then husband or mother-in-law, hey, what you doing? Why crying? You must be thinking of that black guy. Why you doing like this? Then gopis, no, mother, some smoke coming from the fire. It's come in my eyes, then tears come. Nothing else. Why are you thinking like that? Don't think like that. So gopi means gupanya. They're always hiding their mood. They cannot openly express. Parents are there. Mother-in-law, sister-in-law, husband, the Guru Jan, the elders, like Radharani have so many, surrounded by so many obstacles. Jatila, Kutila, even own grandmother Mukara, all are looking. What to speak of Chandravi and others. So own mood Radharani cannot express. No, so Radharani also have desire. I want one place where I can just loudly chant the name of Krishna in public. No one cared, no one criticized. I want that. No? For that reason, she also agreed to come in the form of, with Krishna and come in the form of Gauranga. Because Gauranga sannyasi, go anywhere and chant the name of Krishna, no one criticize him. Also Radharani have, because of all these obstacles, I cannot always be with Krishna. So he wants some special form. I'm always with Krishna. When Krishna walks, I walk with him. When Krishna sleeps, I sleep with him. When Krishna eats, I eat with him. I want one that I never separate again. So that is also a form of Radhika. Anyway, so Radharani also have some desire for service. Krishna also have some desire. These all come together in the form of Lord Chaitanya. Okay? Because you are joining this Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So you have to know about Lord Chaitanya. Like who just won the election in Canada? What's his name? Macaroni.
Yeah, exactly.
Much, yeah.
Exactly.
Huh?
It was like the best finance guy and
Anyway,
whatever.
just say Trump because I know him. Right?
Yeah.
Jagannath, when you come in a country, it doesn't matter, we're not talking politics, but you come in a country, American flags there, Donald Trump speaks, you have to do this.
Anyways, with the crown.
Because you're coming in the country, you're coming in that area, you have to give respect to the king. Take you in Trump as an example. Any place you come, you have to give respect to who's in charge of that area. Like you come to England and little something like that. So Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj said, we are in Kali Yuga. So first we have to respect the incarnation who came in this age. He's like the king of this age. If you don't do pranam to him, you cannot gain entrance. Understand? So who is the incarnation of this age? We have to know, otherwise we'll be bewildered. Like 2 weeks ago we were in New Jersey and someone said, they took me to the Swaminarayan temple. Have anyone been there? It's incredible. I don't want to glorify them.
New Jersey?
It's so huge. You can't even imagine. It's enormous and so beautiful. Everything marvelous. It's completely inconceivable. It's like 200 acres. It's the biggest thing you've ever seen. But who are they worshipping? Some guy called Ganesham Pandey. Right? One guy they made into God and worshipping Swaminarayan. So much money, so much effort, so much service, so much devotion, but useless because the head is rotten. No head. No, the guy's not God. Huh?
Who is it?
It's a long story. It's just some guy.
But they think he's God.
Someone become very famous, collect many disciples, and they say, I am
It's like
God.
a rock star.
And they say, I am God. Then people believe like that. Anyway, it's a long story. So we should not be fools like that. We should know who is the incarnation of this age. Then we can go in the correct direction. Right, Julia?
Yeah.
So, all the incarnations are all mentioned in the Vedas. So you cannot just make up an incarnation. You cannot just vote in an incarnation. They're all mentioned. Which incarnation, what color he is, who his mother and father is, where he's going to appear, what he's going to teach, it's all mentioned. Like Buddha, the incarnation of Buddha was predicted millions of years before his appearance. Right? So we all accept him as Vishnu. But someone who's never mentioned in the Vedas, we cannot accept him as God, right? Because he's not mentioned in any scripture. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Chaitanya? Is he mentioned in the...
Yes.
Well, that's
So
what we're going to
many
talk
times.
about.
No, but in the Srimad Bhagavatam, is
He's
he...
mentioned.
So
Yeah,
many
clearly.
times.
We're going to talk about it now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, because, what is it? Shastra Yonitva in Vedanta Sutra. No? We have to go to Shastra. Yoni means birthplace. So you want any real knowledge, any real thing, you have to go to the scriptures. No? So one time, my Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, his Gurudev Bhakti Pragyan Kesav Goswami Maharaj, he gave sannyas to Prabhupada Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. So relation is there. No? So one time he went to Assam. Assam is just north of Bengal. So he was preaching in one area, and that area, someone had invented an incarnation, and he called himself Hunkadev. Hunka means to roar, to shout. So I didn't meet him, but I could imagine he spent his just shouting and roaring. You know? And then people call him Hunkadev. So he said, I am God, I am Krishna, I did all the creation. So fish, eggs, onion, garlic, this is also my creation. So don't go now, we're just talking about vegetarianism.
Sorry, I have an emergency.
No emergency, this is just your wicked mind.
No, it's not. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you for coming anyway.
Thank
I'll
you
be
all.
here tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, this is not a new class for new people.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm really sorry.
No problem. So, Hunkade. So many people claiming I am God, I am God. So this was one of them, no? So he said, I'm God, I'm Krishna, I made the creation, I made fish, onion, garlic, what else, beer and all this stuff. So I give permission to eat because I'm God. No? That's why no one joins this sampradaya, because there's so many rules. Don't eat that, don't do this. So people say it's just easy to say in the Catholic Church, I can just eat anything. So Param Gurudev was talking, our Gurudev's Gurudev was saying, those persons who eat fish and meat and chicken, their mouths are like a sewer. Nothing pure comes out of a sewer. You understand the English?
Yeah.
Everyone understand? So how can anything pure come from their mouths? Because they're eating all these impure things. And the audience became angry because they're all followers of this man. They even began throwing stones and sticks. And Param Gurudev said, if you want to fight, we can fight. We are not afraid of death. We are followers of Haridas Thakur and Prahlad Maharaj. We are not afraid of fighting. We are not afraid of dying. But if you listen to us, it's more beneficial to you. Then one man stood up. What is the proof that Lord Chaitanya is Krishna in Kali Yuga? Then Param Gurudev just pointed to one of his disciples, Bhaktivedanta Bhaman Goswami. He left some 21 years ago. Great Mahabhagavad. So he just pointed to him. And this devotee spoke more than 100 verses, like a machine gun. One verse after another. The scriptural proof for Lord Chaitanya, then all was silent. So Gurudev said at that time he was a very young devotee. So he heard all this, he took some notes. And afterwards he collected. He made one book. It's called The Scriptural Proof for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being Swayam Bhagavan. I translated that into English. Beautiful little book. If you get it, you have it, you can download it. It's a very amazing book. Huh?
Can you say
The
it again?
Scriptural Proof for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being Swayam Bhagavan.
Okay.
It's on Pure Bhakti.
Okay.
So anyway, there's scriptural proof. No? So there's no lack of that. So I want to talk a little bit about the Srimad Bhagavatam, because of many scriptures may be there, but Bhagavatam is the essence. Nigama kalpataro galatam philam sukha mukha amrita dravita samadha. If all Vedas are like a tree, Bhagavatam is the fruit. If you lick a coconut tree in the Philippines, can you taste it? If you lick a coconut tree, no taste. The taste is in the fruit. So the real essence of the Vedas is in the fruit, which is Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam Pramana Mamalam. Of all scriptures, Bhagavatam is the topmost Praman evidence. So there, we're going to talk about Krishna a little bit today. No? So, when Krishna was a baby, when he was born, then there's 10 samskars. 10 samskars. Like before birth to death. We missed out on most of them, so don't worry. Even before the baby is placed in the womb of the mother, there's the Garbhadan samskar. The baby's born, then there's the Nabhichedan samskar. And, baby's then given a name, Namkaran samskar. Then earrings, ears are pierced. What are the hair is cut? What's that? 5. Chudakarana. Wow, there you go. Mm-hmm. You have a baby? You have any children? No. Okay. Then what's 6? I guess marriage. I can't remember them all now.
Starting school.
Starting school, right? When they first write the alphabet. Wow, you know
You're a good
this.
student.
Studying,
Yeah.
homeschooling.
She's great. No,
Okay.
you wasn't you.
Okay, Madam.
Mistaken. I'm so sorry.
Anyway, then marriage. Right. What's that? Okay, which I don't miss. Vivaha, of course, marriage, and then of course funeral. We all know that one. Anyway, there's a few 10 are there. So Krishna also went through them. So the child is given name afterwards, like 10 days, 12 days, 2 weeks, like that. So first, just a village name is given. Because baby has no name, you have to call it something, right? Like Lord Chaitanya, when born, afterwards they did the astrology. Oh, his name is Vishvambha, who gives shelter to all universes. All universe rest in him. Like Brahma Samhita say, no? Ekopi Aso. What is Ekopi? Ekopi. I learned it yesterday. I forgot it when I knew it. Ekopi Aso. Aso Jagadanda Koti. So in all Jagadanda, all universe rest inside Krishna. So his name Vishvamba. Vishvamba? Mishra. That's official name. But village name was Nimai. Before he get the samskar, because he's born under a neem tree, and neem keep away ghosts, then that village ladies just called him Nimai. So mostly no one called him Vishvamba Pandit, but mostly everyone called him Nimai. So village name is very strong. This means, so Krishna, he's born but no name, so Madhya Soda just giving name. Changu Mangu, like this. One devotee, Surdas. He's Vatsalya Ras devotee. So when Madhya Soda is singing Krishna, then Krishna, no, not sleeping, because baby don't want to sleep. So again and again, Madhya Soda pushing the swing and singing songs. Oh, may need sleep, come to my baby. And he called him Kalua Balua, this one name, black Krishna, Kalua, Balua means white. Chagan Magan. This is, you look in all Veda, there's no name Chagan Magan. But Madhya Soda making own name. Oh, come sleep, Chagan Magan, come sleep. So, first name given, then they called the Purohit, the priest. The problem is, but Putana had already been killed. Putana was looking. Comes cold. Bhagavatam is like an ocean. When Vasudev came to Vrindavan and put his Krishna down, his Krishna merged with Yasoda's Krishna. But Yasoda could not know that because, like, unconscious. Vasudev also could not see that Yasoda had given birth to Krishna. This old yoga mind. Instead, he took the girl child because Yasoda gave birth to 2 children, Krishna and a younger sister, Yoga Maya. Can you hear me? My voice is loud enough.
Yes.
But Vasudev could not see this. He could see the girl child. He took the girl child to Mathura. That is Yoga Maya. But Yoga Maya also never leave Vrindavan, so he took Mahamaya because she's outside Braj. Then again he entered the prison. Again the chains came on. Then the girl child was crying. They heard this. Kamsa was waiting. He knew Devaki was pregnant. He knew the son of Devaki would be the cause of my death. So they heard. Kamsa woke up in his pajamas. No time even to tie his hair. He came running down. Then he saw girl child. Girl child. The demigods cheated. I'm so foolish I believe that voice. I have nothing to fear of any boy child. Girl child. Then he's very crooked, no? Anyway, stitch in time saves 9. Better to be safe than sorry. He took the girl child, went to beat her on the rock. But she came out of his hands, took 8-armed form, kicked him in the head. Fool, you cannot kill me. Your killer has taken birth somewhere else. So Kamsa knew this 8th son of Devaki is outside Braj. So he sent Putana to kill all children born in last 10 days. And Putana was finished. So Nanda Baba wanted to keep very secret the fact that his son is there in Braj. So he called Gargacharya by secret message. Come, but don't tell anyone. Come secretly. Anyway, so Gargacharya is the Purohit of the Yadu dynasty. And Nanda Baba is also connected to the Yadu dynasty. Krishna's name is known as Yadunandan. Don't think this is just Vasudev's name. There was one Devmir, he married 2 ladies, one Gopi, one Kshatriya. So from the Kshatriya lady came Surusen, like this, then Vasudev Maharaj. And from the Gopi came Prajanya, then Nanda Maharaj. So that's why Krishna also known as Yadunandan, Yadu Bams. In Gopi Gita, Gopi is saying all these things. Satvatakule, you appeared in the dynasty of, like this, Sattva dynasty. So, comes secretly. If Kamsa knows, he'll think why the priest of the Yadu dynasty is going to Gokul. Oh, it must be Nanda had a son like this. Anyway, so they did secretly. And not in the, this is a big celebration, the giving of name. It's like, what did the Jews call bar mitzvah or Christmas or something like that. It's a big thing. Birthday of the child. So do secretly in the Goshala. That nobody knows. So only Nanda Baba, 2-3 brothers like that, and Yasoda and Rohini. So both brought their children because both children need a name. They're both born in 2 weeks, 10 days like that, up and down. So the ladies want to test the astrologer. A good astrologer, Guru Maharaj said, you don't even have to look. One time Gurudev said to me, you think you can cheat me? Look in your forehead, I'll know your last 10,000 births. He said that to me once. So they came. They want to know, really they know astrology? So Yasoda took Balaram on her lap. And Rohini took Krishna. To test him, he really knows or not. So when they came in, then Yasoda have Balaram on her lap. So Gagachari immediately went, I am he, Rohini Nanda. This is the son of Rohini. Pointing to the child on the lap of Yasoda. Then both mothers became too much happy. Oh, really? He know astrology. So who is Balaram? Then Gagachari explains something. This child he's connected to both the dynasty of Nanda and the dynasty of Vasudev. He brings these two families together, so his name will be Sankarshan. Sankarshan means to attract. So he brings these two families together. His name is Sankarshan. Actually, his real name is Sankarshan because he attracts all the souls for Krishna's seva. He possesses unlimited strength, so his name will be Balaram, Baladev. And he's very handsome, so his name is Ram. Balaram, Baladev, like this. Then he turned to the Krishna, blackish Krishna. Then he meditated, who is this child? Then he became astonished. The 6 types of incarnations, no? What are they? Yuga avatar, what's it called? Purusha avatar, Avesh avatar, Guna avatar. What else? Leela avatar. One more, we're missing. Purush, Leela, Guna. Anyway, 6 of them. Yuga. Did I say that already?
No.
This child is not like that. He's not a Yuga avatar or a Leela avatar or Guna avatar, Purusha avatar, Avesh avatar. This is Swayam Bhagavan, no? Avatari. Swayam Avatari Krishna Bhajanananda. He's the source of all incarnation. Inside Krishna, all other incarnations are there. He's not just another incarnation. And this child has so much opulence, right? Whatever Narayan has, whatever Ram has, whatever Nrsingadeva, all is inside Krishna. So Krishna have more than any other incarnation, opulence, wealth, beauty, fame, everything. So he saw the opulence of this child, the power, the wealth, everything. He becomes stunned, but at the same time, so much sweetness. So beautiful, so attractive. So Gagachari, I don't know what to do, what to say. He says, do I do pranam to the baby? Then everyone say, Gagachari lost his marbles. He is a big learned man. Why are you doing pranam to a small baby? Or do I hug him and play with him? So attractive. Then people criticize me, why Gagachari is playing with children. So you don't know what to do or what to say. The opulence or the sweetness, he don't know where to go because he is Mathura devotee. 50-50. Brijbasi never look at the opulence of Krishna. Vrindavan Das Thakur wrote, Braja Kevalarad Aishwarya Nahimani Braja Keval Nijas Sambandha Korimani. Brijbasi never look at the opulence of Krishna. Always they have their relationship first. Like Madhya Soda, Krishna lifted Govardhan. That time Govardhan was like 20 miles long, 12 miles high. I think Everest is only, how high is Everest? Is it 32,000 feet or something? What's that? 32 divided, that's like 10 kilometers. That means Govardhan is only like 6 miles high. Everest is only 6 miles high. But when Krishna lifted Govardhan, he was 12 miles high. Twice the height of Everest. No. So when Krishna lifted Govardhan, so huge, but Mother Yasoda did not see it. Foolish boy, look what you've done now. Give that mountain to me and go and take lunch. She not seeing Bhagavan, my son, my son. Give that mountain to me and go and take lunch. Afterwards you can play with it. Because Krishna came from me. If he can lift, I can lift also. Then Krishna said, no, mother, no, I'm very happy here. No, your stomach is going in. I see you're very weak. Like this. She not see he's Bhagavan. But Gagachari is not like that. He's not Brijabasi. He's like Mathura. So half, like that. So you don't know what to say. So anyway, he gives something. He speaks something. This child is like Narayan. Means, what's in the Krishna's millions of times more Narayan, but he's a little bit like him. What's an example? No? Like a diamond is a little bit like a piece of glass. So Narayan's like a piece of glass, and Krishna a little bit like him. No? Bad example, that's my own example. But he's like Narayan, like that. But don't worry, you just give him a lot of affection, and by this you'll cross all obstacles. But not directly he speak. He speak in a hidden way. Otherwise Nandi is so to become disturbed. They only think Krishna is our son. That time Gagachari spoke, no? Sukta raktastadapit idadam krishnanam gataha. This child, previously he came as the son of Vasudeva. Before he came sometimes in a white form, sometimes in a red form, sometimes in a yellow form, and now all these forms have come in the form of this black child. That means what? Who is the form of Krishna? Who is the form of Bhagavan that came in a white form? That's Hump's incarnation. This is Yuga Avatar.
Who is that?
Hump's Swan incarnation. Who's heard of Swan incarnation? Is there in 11th canto? Swan incarnation, Hump's avatar. He's speaking all Tattva Siddhanta to 4 Kumars. That's why you saw in this Chatusna Sampradaya, Hump's and then coming down like that. So, in white incarnation, he spoke about meditation.
Yeah.
Red incarnation, who is that? He's also mentioned
Yagya.
Yagya, red complexion. He have 4 hands. He teach Yagya. And who is black incarnation?
Krishna.
Krishna. And who is golden incarnation? Huh? Is there mentioned? Therefore, Bhagavatam is big praman. So the incarnation in Kali Yuga, because there's 4 yugas, right? And 3 colors already gone. So who's left? Golden incarnation. So what with the golden incarnation? What will he teach? What's the Yuga Dharma for this age?
Love for Krishna.
Sankirtan. Love for Krishna is the goal in all yugas. But how do you get that love? In each yuga is a different process. In Satya Yuga, meditation. You know Satya Yuga?
Is it the first?
Julia, you know Satya Yuga? Oh my God. People live 100,000 years, minimum. No disease, no varnashram, no sinful activity. All are like liberated, like Paramahamsas. At that time, people do meditation. Next age, people live 10,000 years. They have super memory, so they can remember all the Vedic mantras, so they do fire sacrifice. They have so much wealth, everything made of gold. How much is ghee? No one can even do yagya. How much is ghee a kilo these days? $30, $40 a kilo. No one can afford ghee. No one can remember the mantras. So no one can do yagya in this age. And the next age, in Krishna's time, just worship in the temple. And now in Kali Yuga, who can build a temple? How many temples we have here? 1. How old is it?
50, 60 years.
76.
And how hard to keep one temple open? Huh, mother?
Yeah.
How hard?
Yeah.
You have to pay the bills. Pujaris go crazy. You have to bring pujaris. Just to run one temple. How many people live in Montreal?
How many people in Montreal?
It's increasing all the time.
2 million?
2 million.
How many come to the temple? How many in the Sunday feast? 10, 20, 50?
The Sunday fish come in maybe 150. 200.
Yeah,
Do the
Yeah,
math.
it's very popular in Montreal. The
That's
Sunday feast.
every 10 million. Anyway,
No, rather. Just saying.
It's less than 1/10 of 1% of people coming. No interest. People have no interest. So temple worship cannot do too much in this age. We're doing, but main thing is Sankirtan. All you need is the lips and the tongue. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So easy. You don't need money. You don't need temples. You don't need anything. All you need is a pair of ears and a lip. Even the poorest man, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Even the most foolish person, Hare Krishna, It's not so hard. Krishna Krishna.
Like Lord Chaitanya took all of them. But they were for 1 year practicing by the locked door.
Ah, yes. Anyway, afterwards he preached it everywhere. So in this age, the only process is Harinam. So the golden incarnation who comes in Kali Yuga, what will he teach? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. So Bhagavatam is mentioned 10th canto. It's also mentioned even more clearly in 11th canto. Do you have 11th canto there? I didn't think we'd get onto the 11th canto today, but it's clearly mentioned.
So it mentions the golden avatar?
Clear as day. Do you have a nose on your face?
But what's the link between golden avatar and Chaitanya?
Lord Chaitanya is the golden avatar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Where is Lord Chaitanya? Any pictures here?
But well,
Oh, he's on his face.
There he is, there on the altar. What color is he?
Golden.
There he is. Lord Chaitanya, Clements. He knows you already, so should we Clements? This is Lord Chaitanya. Anyway, we don't have too much time today, so I cannot find it. Ah, Maharaj Nimi. Left my glasses. So, in 11th canto, there's one incarnation named Dattatreya. His name is not given here, but Dattatreya, his appearance is also very nice. Nice story. There was one lady named Atri. She was very chaste. So one day Narad Muni, who's always making trouble, Narad Muni went where Parvati, Lakshmi and Saraswati were together. Like that. And Narad Muni began glorifying Atri. She's most chaste, most wonderful, most chaste woman. Her mind never deviates. So religious lady. So when these three ladies heard some other lady being glorified, what happened? Some jealousy came. What? She's a human being. How could she be more than us? So they went to their husbands. And ladies' anger is very great sometimes. You must, can you look Lakshman? Because I can't speak and read at the same time. You find there when Nimi Maharaj is asking about the incarnations of the different age. So who are their husbands? Their husband is Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva. You must break her chastity. Promise, otherwise we won't talk to you again. And husbands have to, yes, okay. So what they did, these three, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, came in disguise as beggars. And at that time, Atri's husband was? No, Atri was the husband and Anusuriya was the wife. So when Atri was outside in the forest doing something, they came when only she was alone in the ashram. And guests come, welcome. Yes, mother, please, Bhavatin Bhiksham Dehi, give us donation. Yes, I'll go and get. They said, on one condition, anything you want, I will give you. You have to give us donation without any clothes on. Right? How can a chaste woman be without clothes? It's impossible in front of three men. So she said, just wait a second. She went and told her husband. Atri Rishi meditated and he laughed. These are not three ordinary beggars. This is Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. So she was very clever, Anusura. So she said to the three, I will give you a donation as I promised, but on one condition. You have to come as small children. Because a mother without cloth can be with children. No one will criticize her. So they agreed. They became small children. So baby Narayan, he became Dattatreya. Baby Brahma became Chandra. And baby Shiva became Durvasa Rishi. Durvasa.
Baby Durvasa?
baby Shiva became Durvasa.
Oh, okay.
So Durvasa like that. Then meanwhile, the three wives are waiting. Our husband not came back. Long time. They went and saw these three children. These are our husbands. So they came again. Oh, mother-in-law. The three ladies came. This time they are humbled, no? Because she defeated them. Oh, mother-in-law. Oh, mother-in-law. Then she said, how can I be your mother-in-law? I have no married son. No, these three are our husbands. You are mother-in-law. What do you like? Give us our husbands back. So she take your husbands, but they will stay with me in one form. So this Dattatreya, he grew up. Not that he grew up. He became this incarnation in 11th canto. You found it yet? Come on, Lakshman, it's
Is it
there.
the second chapter?
It's the chapter I opened it on.
The second chapter.
Anyway, so Dattatreya was moving in the forest. He met the Navayogendras. It's the questions by the Navayogendras. If you look in the index, it's called an index, you'll find it there. No, that's the back of the book. Go to the front of the book. So the Navayogendras, they're the sons of Bharatmara, Rishabdev's sons. Rishab had 100 sons. Bharat was the eldest. He became king. 89 became brahmanas. And 9 became Paramahamsas. Just moving out everywhere. So they saw Dattatreya in the forest. And they become, we see everyone in this world suffering except you. You are like, this world is like a fire, but you are like an elephant in the river taking bath with the fire all around, unaffected. So, what's the cause of this great happiness you feel within yourself? Please tell us. So that time, Nimi Maharaji spoke about the 24 gurus. Right? That time, also the Navayogendras also asked him many, many questions about religion. So you've seen this 11th canto. Come on, Lakshman.
It's not in the index.
It is in there.
Not in the index.
I'll bet you'll know. I'll bet you one ear. It's not in there. I'll cut off my ear. Anyway, but they...
Yes, the 10th.
About Mahaprabhu's appearance?
God, give it here. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Is it the 11th?
When I gave it to you, it was open on the section.
No, I know, but I was looking in the index. In the second chapter. Meeting with the yoga.
How about this one? Drumila explains the incarnations of Godhead to King Nimi. Oh, anyway. I should have planned it more.
Okay,
Maharaj
this
Nimi
is,
meets...
This is in chapter 5 actually, Flowers.
Chapter
The
2.
question. I mean, you mean the question that leads up to the verse Krishna Varna to Shah Krishna?
Mm-hmm.
This is in chapter 5.
And the
So
speciality
sure.
of Mahaprabhu also.
Maharaj Nimi meets the Navayogendras. That's chapter 2.
Yeah, but the question that leads to
What's the verse?
The Krishna Varna verse? It's 11:5:32.
All glories to the Google Guru. We don't even need you anymore, Lakshman.
The speciality of Mahaprabhu, I can look in that book and it has all the verses from different literature about his appearance.
Okay.
So the question is on verse 19.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank God you're here. I never thought we'd be speaking about this. Somehow it came out. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also explained all this to Sanatana Goswami in Madhya Lila chapter 20. That's all good. So, who should we follow in Kali Yuga?
Chaitanya.
All right, but what's the proof? Chapter 19. Nimi Maharaj, he saw this Dattatreya. No, he's asking the Navayogendras, right? But the Navayogendras also spoke with Dattatreya. That's 24 gurus. So Nimi inquired, in what colors and forms does the Supreme Personality of Godhead appear in each of the different ages? And with what names and by what types of regulative principles is the Lord worshipped in human society, right? 11th canto, chapter 5, verse 19. Thank you. Thank God you're here, sir. Kritam Treta Dwarpayam Sikara Bhajan. There's 9 brothers, so each one would take a turn answering the different questions. In each of the 4 yugas, Krita means Satyuga, Treta, Dwapa, and Kali, Lord Keshav, another name of Krishna, Keshav, who is the Lord of Shiva and Brahma, he's Keshav. Also, his hair is very attractive, his name is also Keshav. Lord Keshav appears with various complexions, names, and forms, and is thus worshipped in various processes. Kriti Suklas Chatabohu. Sukla means white, right? In Satyuga, the Lord is white and 4-armed, has matted locks, and wears a garment of tree bark. He carries a black deerskin, a sacred thread, prayer beads, and the rod and water pot of a brahmachari. Right. People in Satyuga are peaceful, non-envious, friendly to everyone, and steady in every situation. That's not here, right? This is not Montreal. They worship the Supreme Lord by austere meditation and by internal and external sense control. Right? That's in the first stage, Satyuga. In Satyuga, the Lord is glorified by the names Hamsa, swan incarnation, Supana, Vaikunta, Dharma, Yogeshwara, Amala, Ishwara, Purush, Avyakt, and Paramatma, different names. In Treta Yuga, the next Yuga, the Lord appears with a red complexion. He has 4 arms, golden hair, because always in the sun, right? He wears triple belt, right? Made of kusa grass, one like copper, no? Embodying the knowledge of worship by sacrificial performance, which is contained in the Rig, Sama, and Yajur Vedas. He carries a spoon and other to put the ghee in the fire. Right? And now no one can, before they would sacrifice animals, chant mantra, the animal would come to life again. But now no one can do that. No one has that power. In Treta Yuga, those members of human society who are fixed in religiosity and are sincerely interested in achieving the absolute truth worship Lord Hari, who is the resting place of all demigods. The Lord is worshipped by the rituals of sacrifice taught in the 3 Vedas. In Treta Yuga, his name is Vishnu Yagya Prishnigarbha. He's there. Sarvadev Urukram and Jayanta Urugaya. So what color is he in Treta Yuga? He is red. Treta Yuga, sorry, he is red, yes. In Dwapa Yuga, when Krishna came, right? The Supreme Lord appears with a dark blue complexion, wearing yellow garments. Who's that? What color Krishna wears?
Yellow.
Just, okay, yellow. Krishna's complexion is dark, so he's like a rain cloud, and the yellow cloth like a lightning, right? The Lord's body is marked in this incarnation with Srivats. Krishna has some special marks no one else has. One is Srivats, one is Kostuba, and he has 18 marks on his hands and feet. None there, right? So he manifests with Srivats and other weapons like Sudarshan. What's the name of Krishna's bow? Saranga. What's the name of his sword? Can you remember? Anyway, Sudarshan Chakra, everyone knows that. In Dwapa Yuga, men who desire to know the Supreme Lord worship him in the mood of honoring a great king. Right? When we worship at home, it's a different. When we worship in the temple, it's called Raj Seva. Like in the temple, how much paraphernalia, how much food offerings, how much. But at home, it's just like, if we cook porridge, he gets porridge, right? We cook vegetarian hot dogs, he gets vegetarian hot dogs. But in the temple, it's not like that. In the temple, in the big temples, so many pujaris, so much money, then it's called Raj Seva.
They taught us in Mayapur course.
Raj Seva.
That in a temple, he is king and we are servant. At home, he is guest and we are boss. And you cannot put in mouth anything unless you offer to guest.
Okay. Fair enough. The same thing in the temple, Raj Seva. In the mood of honoring a great king, therefore Prabhupada said, even though we're worshipping Radha Krishna, mood is Lakshmi Narayan. But that is temple worship. So, following the prescription, both the Vedas and Tantras. Right? Tantra is not a bad thing. There's 2 types of Tantra, right-hand Tantra and left-hand Tantra. having sex with corpses, and what else?
We don't want to know.
Yes. This is all left-hand tantra. Okay, not advised. Tantra, tan means body, tra means delivered. Activities by which you're delivered through bodily activities. So we do right-hand tantra, like worship the deity, do dandavats, arti. This is all tantra, but right-hand tantra. So according to the rules of the Vedas and tantra, we also worship. This is called pancharatric vidhi. But that's in a previous age. Like many people would come to our Gurudev to install deities, but always he would say, better if you chant 64 rounds of Harinam. So we're still doing deity worship. Imagine we had no deities, what time would we wake up? Lakshman, what time waking up this morning?
6.
Why? Because no deities.
Yeah.
If we have deities, you have to wake up at 4. So it saves us, it regulates us. So, in this way, in Dwapara Yuga, people glorify the Lord of the universe. In Kali Yuga, also people worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead by following various regulations of the revealed scriptures. Now hear this from me. Krishna Varanam Atvisa Krishna Sangha Upanga Pasadam Yagne Sankatana Praya Yajanti Hi Sumedasa. Who knows more, you or your wife?
Depends.
You know all the 10? Can you tell me the 10 samskars? I think I only guessed 7.
That's not my domain of interest.
Did you know them all?
I studied a long time ago. I can try to remember.
Okay, then we'll take your word for it. So in Kali Yuga, it said, who is the incarnation? What's the process of worship? Krishna Varano Matvisa Krishna Sangango Pashadam Yagne Sankitya Praya Yajanti Sumedasa. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Who's that?
Chaitanya.
He's Krishna, but he sings the names of Krishna. Who's that?
Chaitanya.
Gora.
Right?
Gora.
Jiva Goswami wrote beautiful commentary. You read his commentary in the Sandarbhas. The Tattva Sandarbha, you read that commentary, beautiful. So, in the age of Kali Yuga, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of God who constantly sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not black, he is Krishna himself. Krishna means black, right? Krishna Vana Matvisa Krishna. So Krishna Vana. Vana also means syllable, right? So who is that person who is Krishna? But he always chants the syllables Krishna, Krishna. He's Krishna, but he's Atvisa Krishna. He's not black, he's, what's the opposite of black?
Gold.
White, Radharani's color. We say gold, white, but golden, white. So who's Krishna, but he's not black? Who's Krishna, but always chants the Vana, the syllables Krishna, Krishna? Who is he?
Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya.
Goranga.
Sanga Upangasta Pashadam. Pashad means eternal associates. So Anga Upa-anga. Anga means like arms and legs. That's called Anga. And Upa-anga means like fingers and toes. The Lord appeared with his direct expansions like Advaita and Nitai. Gadada, especially Advaita and Nitai. These are Angas.
Oh,
And
yeah,
who's
yeah.
the Upa-anga? Who's the fingers and toes?
Shiva?
Gadadha, Srivas, Rup Sanatan,
Yes.
Murari, but especially Rup Sanatan, Jiva Goswami, these are Raghunath, especially these are the fingers and toes. No? So who is the golden complexion, who always chants the name of Krishna, who appears with his direct expansions and the expansions of his expansion? Yagne Sankitana Praya. Yaga means to satisfy Krishna. Right? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes. No? Yagnata kamano yata lokayam karma bandhana. Krishna says, anything not done as a yagya, means to satisfy Lord Vishnu, is the cause of bondage. So yaga means to serve Krishna. So how is Krishna served in this age? Sankirtan yaga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Clemens is thinking, hang on. A yagya means you have a yagya pit, right? You have a spoon, you have ghee, you have a fire. Swaha. But in chanting the holy name, where are these things? So where's the yagya pit? Have you seen a fire yagya?
Yes.
You know, they do it in a box. This is called, what's it called? Anyway, I forget. Kund, what that kund, right?
Yes.
Kund. So, if we're chanting the holy name as the yagya for the age, where's the yagya kund? You got it. Where's the spoon?
The lips, the tongue,
Tongue. What's the ghee?
the saliva.
You're doing so well. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. I haven't had so much fun in the class in a long time. So the kund, the tongue is the spoon, and the ghee is the syllables of holy name. And what's the seven-tongued fire? What are the 7 results of chanting Harinam? Shamsunda? Cheto dapanam majanam mahadavagni nevapanam shreya kodiva chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam anandam buddhi vadanam patipadam punamrita swadanam sarvatma snapanam paramita. That's 8. I put one extra. Sarvatma snapanam. That's paramvijayati. The 7 results of chanting Harinam. What are they? Cheto dapanam majanam. But chanting the mind will be purified. Like a mirror covered by dust, you cannot see anything. So, Cheto Dapana Majanam. First result of Harinam, Nama Bas, all sin, all karma, everything burned to ashes. Cheto Dapana Majan, Mahadavagni Nivap, the fire of material existence, completely extinguished. Shreya Kodivata. These are all different stages of bhajan also. Shreya Kodiva Chandrika. The soul is like one type of lotus. This normal lotus opens in sun, daytime. But this special Kumudini, she only opened in the moonlight. So what's the moon? The pure name of Krishna. That much the pure name comes on our lips, that much the soul's 11 qualities. The soul, the soul also has a form. You know that? Well, stick that in your book of things to know.
And he left only this in written form.
In what?
Written form.
Written form. Yes, Lord Chaitanya only gave 8 verses. This is it. The soul, Krishna has a form, the soul also has a form. Didn't know that?
Siddhadeha.
Siddhadeha has 11 qualities. The soul has 11 things. So as we chant and we chant the pure name, these Ekadas Bhav, these 11 petals, opening. We do Nama Parada, offend Vaishnavas. So Shreya Kodeva Chandrika. The holy name is like a moon and the soul like this flower. As we advance in spiritual life, these will all come to us one by one. The soul's name, the soul's what she wears, what's her seva, where she lives, who's her group, all these things come. Shreya Kodeva Chandrika Vitadanam Vidyavadu Jivanam. Like a few years ago, all sannyasis were going to university. Our Gurudev didn't like that at all. He said, what are you going to learn at the university? They're all eating meat and chasing women and drinking. So we go to the University of Gokashadas Babaji Maharaj and Haridas Thakur. You know Gokashadas Babaji Maharaj? Clement, shame on you. That's Prabhupada's Guru's Guru. Couldn't even read or write. Couldn't write his own name.
Is it the guy with the beads?
They all have beads, yes.
Or the picture?
Don't worry, we'll show you. He could not read or write. But Saraswati Thakur said, all spiritual knowledge contained in one speck of dust on the feet of my Gurudev. Because this is transcendental knowledge. We chant the name of Krishna, they have all knowledge. Because Vidyavadu Jivanam, the life and soul of all transcendental knowledge, that is the name. Okay, don't worry.
More evidence, the Dharma Veda, Katha Upanishads, all the Upanishads.
So he couldn't even read or write, but anyone ask him any question, he always know everything, because he chanted in the name of Krishna. Okay? Ananda Buddhivadanam. Then all knowledge will come. Vidyavadu. Vadu means young bride. Who is that? That is Radharani. ultimately. And what's Radharani's life and soul? Name of Krishna. That means Radharani also coming in. As you chant name of Krishna, what's my relation with Radharani? Which department of seva she puts me in? As a coward boy, Vatsalya, she in charge of all this department. Many people think when our Guru would say, become a servant of Radharani, he means everyone become gopi now. Radharani's mercy, she put you in your department, where you're going. Like Srila Sridhar Maharaj gave example. In the army, there's general recruitment. All soldiers have to go through boot camp. But then you go to the specialist department, like radio or artillery or God knows what. So first at Nityananda, he's doing the general recruitment. He's recruiting everyone. But then Radharani's in, no, you go for this seva, this bhav. Anyway, so Vidyavadu Jivanam, Anandam Buddhivadanam. Then so much happiness come when we chant. We chant and fall asleep. We chant, look at our phones. But no, that stage, so much happiness. Pratipadam, each syllable, more and more ecstasy, more and more happiness. Pratipadam, Punamrita Swadanam. Then, anyway, so all these things, these are the 7 results of chanting Harinam. Yagniya, in intelligent persons will worship this incarnation through the process of chanting Harinam. So, you can look when you get home, Clements, 11th canto, chapter 5.
You want to be intelligent? Yes.
Chant the names. And these 2 verses also. What time you guys have to be home?
Curfew.
Any big, Jan? Huh?
Yeah, you guys go.
We'll finish. These 2 verses also. Our Shiksha Guru Bhaktivedanta Madhusudana Maharaj, funny, when he was born in his village of, anyway, he's born, in that village everyone know Ram. So he grew up with Ram. He only know Ram Katha. And even in school, he look anything once, he remember. So he never take books to school or anything. He just read at home and he go to school next day. So he learned also Ramcharitamanas. Prabhupada spoke some things little bit, it seems a little bit against Ramcharitamanas, but actually it's full of devotion. Prabhupada wrote, it's the only good book in Hindi in Bhakti. So he memorized this. It's like this thing. So he came to Vrindavan with his uncle. I'm telling this for this verse reminded me of him. So he came to Vrindavan with his uncle and another Brahmin. And one sadhu was there living. So our Shiksha Guru, her name's Krishna Priya. She's our Gurudev first disciple. Before our Gurudev never gave initiation to anyone. So she came from, she was born in Calcutta. She did PhD in chemistry. Then a few years she's teaching. Then her father asked, what do you want?
Interesting.
Huh?
I didn't know.
PhD in chemistry.
Yeah.
She was college professor.
Okay.
Then she said, anyhow, I have to leave home. If you marry, the girl has to leave home. So I have to leave home. I want to live in Vrindavan. So her father said, in Vrindavan is only one sadhu I really trust. That's Narayan Goswami Maharaj. This is many years ago. Did he also saw her father took her to see Prabhupada when she was young? So she also saw him when she was like 5 years old or something. So he said, if you go to Vrindavan, you meet this sadhu I trust, you stay with him. So father wrote a letter, I'm giving my daughter to you. So I'm telling everything very short. So when she came, then she gave the letter. My father said like this. Then she asked Gurudev, please give me Diksha. Then Gurudev said, I don't give Diksha to anyone. You can take Diksha from another Vaishnava, Bhaman Maharaj. He was the one that spoke the 100 verses we told in the beginning of the class, remember? You take Diksha from him, I don't give Diksha. Then Krishna Priya Didi was thinking, why I take Diksha from him? I want to take from this son. And he's always in Braj. I want to be in Braj. This sadhu lives in Mayapur. I don't want to be there now. So she didn't say anything. She just fasted for 2 weeks. Not eating anything. Then someone told Gurudev, if you don't give her Diksha, she was going to leave the body. Tirtha Maharaj, actually. Then Gurudev's heart a little melted. He went to go to the doctor. Come back, I'll give you Diksha. She said, no, you give me Diksha, then I go to the doctor. So she was first disciple of Gurudev. So how's she doing?
So much love.
So much love.
I was 1 month in her ashram.
No. Where?
She met Modi too.
How her name? Our devotee who died. Prabhupada said. Akuti.
No, this is different.
This
This
different.
is different.
Well,
Very different.
maybe I don't know, maybe a few years ago,
Yes, this is different.
she had ashram and she gave us their ashram. It's not temple where the Akuti had. It's in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are the
Where's the
deities there?
Vaikuntha?
What are the
Nikunja, yes.
Yeah, in front.
What are the deities there? Which deities?
I don't remember this.
Little Krishna
It's
Balaram?
ashram. It was ashram, no deities. Only ashram, it's building.
Chaitanya Mission
I was
No,
just
no.
thinking
This is
about-
on the bank of Yamuna.
across the street from Nikunja.
Yamuna is right in front.
No,
And-
No.
Okay, doesn't matter.
it's where
This
she's
is-
got like rooms for the devotees. I think she's.
Oh, anyway, don't matter.
Yeah.
It was a different person. Anyway, so she was living in Vrindavan. Then this Sham, Madhusudana Maharaj, he was also rented a room in this same place, but they didn't know each other. And this sadhu would speak the first line, and Maharaj, without a book, he would speak the second line of the whole as they were going through chapter by chapter. And Didi would say, "How can a small boy know all this stuff, all this shastra?" So anyway, it's a long story. Then one day they met, and she said, "Do you want to do bhajan?" And he, because he's only 11 years old, he goes, "What's bhajan? I don't know what bhajan is." Bhajan means Bhagavad Gita and worshipping Krishna. He goes, "I don't know Bhagavad Gita. I never read because Sanskrit." And he said, "You bring Bhagavad Gita, I'll teach you," because she also knows nice Sanskrit. Then he came and she said, "Today you learn these 5 verses." But he didn't learn. Next day, didn't learn. Then 5 days learned, he didn't learn any verse. Then she became angry. "Get out of here and don't come back. Stop wasting my time. Get lost." And he became, oh no. So that night he learned the whole first chapter of the Gita, like 35 verses. You know? Anyway, in this way he came, and anyway, his marriage was arranged, but he ran away from that and came to Vrindavan. So for like a year he was living there with her. But he not accept Lord Chaitanya. Because where is it? It's not like that. Because he knows only Ram. So I know Ram, I know Krishna, I never heard of this. So one day she became angry. She said, "Listen, if you not accept Lord Chaitanya, there's no need of you to be here with him. So you just go away and do whatever you like." You know? Because then he's thinking too much. You know? How can I give up this sadhu? You know? So what she's saying, okay, I should believe. Like this, so some change came. Because without mercy of sadhu, these things are all inconceivable. You know? Then every day he would speak in actually Prabhupada's room there in Radha Damodar. For a few years he would always give a little class there and people would come, even when he was very young. So next day this topic came up. What is proof of Lord Chaitanya? And then Maharaj explained this verse, you know, of Chaitanya, of the Srimad Bhagavatam. You know? Because it has one external meaning but one internal meaning. You know? Deyam sada paribhavata griyam abhista dotam tisat padam shiva buddhinchyutam saranyam. These are all verses. No? Vritati ham pranatapala bhavabdi potam bande mahapurushate charanaravinda. He's saying, I give pranam, because the previous verse he's talking about Lord Chaitanya. So these 2 verses, who are they going to be talking about? Same, right? Right? That one we just described about his Krishna, but he chants the name of Krishna, he's not black. This is 32. So in the next verse, 33 and 34, who's it about? It must be about Lord Chaitanya because it's continuing. I worship the 2 lotus feet of that Mahapurush. Are we going too long for you? Gogamaj would speak 4 hours every day. So this is only not even
because
2.
I have a project I have to finish by Monday, but like I don't want to leave at the same time.
Don't worry, we'll finish now in 5 minutes. We'll finish.
But at the same time, I like it, so I'm like torn inside.
We'll finish now. Just forget, when we hear Katha, just try and forget everything.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying.
Gogamaj would say, if you're speaking Katha and a snake goes over your lap and you don't even realize it, that means you'll actually listen. He would say like that. Actually, Vaishnava, they're so much absorbed in hearing, they don't even realize when they die. So absorbed, like prediction marks. So absorbed. When he give up the body, when he die, he even don't know that. Anyway, we're not that level, of course. So Twakta Sadusija Surapsita Raja Lakshmi Dharmishta Aja Vachasas Tadagaranyam Mayam Rigam Dayatan Vatavad Bande Mahapurusha Tajanadavinda. These two verses. Twakta Sadusda, he gave up the opulence he gave up the abode of the goddess of fortune. Dharamista Aja, being very obedient to the curse of a Brahmin, the words of a Brahmin, he left all this opulence and went to the forest. Mayamrigam Dayatan Vatavad. Here I'll read the translation. Out of sheer mercy, you chased after the fallen conditioned souls. Like the deer. Like a deer. He sees a mirage in the desert. He thinks this is water. He gives up the forest and runs to the desert to drink the water, but that water doesn't exist. So the souls in this world are like that. If I just do this, I'll become successful, right? She's thinking, if I just finish my project, I'll be happy. But one after another, it never happens. No matter how much, if I could get married, I'll be happy. If I could have children, I'll be happy. When children leave home, I'll be happy. If I could just retire, I'll be happy.
But this greed, we can only get by the mercy of someone who has it.
That's true. So, many people think this is about Lord Ram. Lord Ram gave up Ayodhya, went to the forest, he chased the illusory deer. This verse cannot be about that because it's talking about Lord Chaitanya. So, Lord Chaitanya also went to he left Navadvip, which is the abode of Lakshmi. Who's Lakshmi? Vishnu Priya. How much affection he got from Vishnu Priya, Gadadhar, Nityananda, Srivas, Murari. How much affection they gave him, but he gave up.
So we cannot go to Krishna without mercy of Chaitanya.
He is Krishna.
By someone want.
I want mercy of Krishna, but I'm ignoring Krishna.
Many Indians, they don't never heard about Chaitanya.
But they never read Bhagavatam, did they?
Yeah.
They never read 11th chapter 5, verse 23. It's clear as day.
So what's the curse then?
Like Mataji said, what's your name?
Kritama.
Kritama. She said Lord Chaitanya locked the door for 1 year and they just chanted inside.
Yes.
So everyone wanted to see the chanting and dancing of Nimai. Because Nimai is so handsome. He's Krishna, no? Saundaja Kamakoti, Sakalatini, Samaladini, Chandrakoti, Batsale Matrakoti, Tudasa Pitanama, Udaujasari, Prabhadananda. More handsome than millions of cupids. More cooler than millions of moons. More kind than millions of mothers. Deeper than millions of oceans. Sweeter than millions of nectar drinks. Kinder than millions and millions of wish-fulfilling tree. A wish-fulfilling tree said, but give me cancer, he's going to give you cancer. But Lord Chaitanya is not like that, so he's more kind than millions. So when he's dancing, who don't want to see that? Krishna is so attractive. When he dances in Ras Lila, imagine his beauty. And Radharani even more beautiful than him because she always attracted. So when Radha and Krishna come together, imagine the beauty of Lord Chaitanya. More than Krishna, more than Radhika, because combined form. Who not want to see that? Krishna is so much expert at dancing, but when Radhika dance, he just sit and watch. I cannot do like this. So when they come together, imagine they're dancing. Right? When Krishna sing, even peacock, even quails, cuckoos hang their head in shame. We cannot sing. Krishna singing. Look, listen to that. No? And when Radhika sing, Krishna hang his head. Krishna thinks, I'm like a buffalo. Listen to this. So beautiful.
And once Chaitanya couldn't dance. And he said, someone is here who's supposed to not be. And it was this
Wilson.
Brahmana.
So anyway, so Lord Chaitanya is dancing, he's singing, his beauty. Who would not want to see that, you know? But Lord Chaitanya locked the door. No, only qualified person can see. Bhagavan said, what's the qualification? Chant pure name of Krishna, then you can go in. But we're all outside. So the door was locked. Many people would come and they would criticize. Hey, I know. Inside they're drinking wine. That's why there's so much shouting. Inside they're doing some nonsense with girls. Therefore they're locking the door. Call the police. Break it open. Oh, and none of them have jobs. That's why they're hungry. Oh, so many outside criticizing. No? But some good persons will say, not going to criticize. We have no good fortune. We cannot see. But don't criticize. So a good person would be like that, and others would criticize. Then one morning Lord Chaitanya came out, then one Brahmin, very angry, he cursed, Nimai, we curse you. All your material life be destroyed. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, thank you very much. Means I curse you, you lose wealth, you lose your wife, you lose your family. I curse you like that. And Lord Chaitanya, no one can curse him, but he accepts because it's in the scriptures.
So that curse is
That
that
curse.
curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
That curse. You lose everything. Means sannyas, lose everything. But Lord Chaitanya very happy. Okay. And he went to the forest. And what did he do? So many people think this is Lord Ram Lila, but it's not, because it's not matching in context. Maya Mrigam means who's the deer that chases after Maya? That's us. We have turned away from Krishna birth after birth. Who's to blame for all our suffering? This guy, that guy? Ourselves. We're trying to point the finger at someone else. Everyone says, you do like that, 3 fingers point back at you. So Lord Chaitanya, we were the ones who ran away from Krishna. Lord Chaitanya chased us. Maya Mrigam Daitva, Monday Mahapurushate. Anyway, we don't want to speak too long.
No, please.
So all these verses speak about Lord Chaitanya and nothing else. No? One time I asked Gurudev directly, if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God, why it's not like clear in the script? It is pretty clear, right? But why it's just not clear? No, and then Guru Maharaj said, Paroksavada Mamapriya. Very sweet answer he gave. And Guru Maharaj said, imagine a woman walking naked down the street. This is crazy, low class. People call the police, she's mad, you know. But that same lady wear a very thin dress, or a very nice sari and cover us, then everyone's like, well, not sannyasi, of course. You know, if something is open, it's not attractive, but when you hide something, it becomes very attractive. Right? Just say yes. Like you see it. Sometimes you see like anyway, even in the village in India, the ladies cover that. How beautiful they look. Really, it's like, because they're a little hidden. So Krishna says, Parokshavada Mamapriya. Krishna says, indirect speech is very dear to me. Like the gopis never say, Krishna, I love you. They never speak like that. They speak in an indirect way. It seems as if they don't love Krishna. It's give too much happiness. So anyway, Guru Maharaj said, indirect speech, it makes something more attractive, more beautiful. So scripture give like that. And also, own brain is not enough. You have to have mercy of sadhu. You have to have some mercy of sadhu. Then you can understand all these things.
Yeah, Maharaj, isn't it, you know,
and then Gurudev said, because it was all given clearly, there'd be so many people saying, I'm Lord Chaitanya, I'm Lord Chaitanya, I'm Lord Chaitanya.
when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya saw Mahaprabhu, and there was this back and forth with Gopinath Acharya, and he was actually got into all Leela Avatar. So there was this whole Shastric discussion, but
Yes.
Gopinath Acharya told him, you know, if you don't get Krishna's mercy, then you're not going to understand, even with all your stuff.
Because Sarvabhauma was a learned person. So Sarvabhauma said, now we have to explain this. Anyway, Lord Chaitanya met one guy who was very learned person. He's the incarnation of Brihaspati. Very learned. No one was more learned than him. But his understanding was God was impersonal. So he was like the guru of Mayavad. Guru of Mayavad. So Lord Chaitanya went, and Lord Chaitanya very young. When Lord Chaitanya came to Puri, when he saw the deity of Jagannath, he fell unconscious on the ground. He went to embrace the deity and he fell unconscious. Then people went to beat him. When you come into India, you'll understand. If someone does something wrong, people beat them. So they went to beat him. They thought what's this jumping on the altar? This is not good. But Sarvabhauma stopped them. No, this is not a mad person. Because he'd read in the scripture the symptoms of Adirud Bhav. He'd read about it, but he'd never seen it before. But he saw this young man, all these symptoms of Adirud Bhav, he have all these ecstasies. But this is God, he not understands. I think this is some great devotee like that. So he said, don't beat him, we take him to my house. And many hours Lord Chaitanya was unconscious. Then Nityananda and Gadadhar, the others, Jagadananda, they came later, a few hours behind. Then all the guards could realize these also must be with this first guy, because Bengalis, and they're also handsome, broad chest, thin waist. Nityananda is Nityananda, no? Brother of Lord Chaitanya, Balaram. So they realized this is the same group. So they said to Balaram, your guru came a few hours before, and how much disturbance he made. So don't do like that. They all begged him. And Chaitanya said, don't worry, I'm quite normal, not like him. When he saw the deities, he also went mad. And he jumped on the altar and he took Baladev's garland and put it on himself, because he's Balaram. The guards tried to stop him, but just by touching him, they were knocked unconscious, just by touching him. They all became afraid. We can hold even elephants, but this guy, we couldn't even touch him. So they all did like this. Well, your guru was there in the house of Sarvabhauma. So they went and they loudly chanted, Hare Krishna is here. Then he came to consciousness and began dancing, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Then Sarvabhauma watching all this. And he said, this boy is very handsome, like Cupid, very young. How he took sannyas? He also don't know anything. He just know Hare Krishna. He don't know any shastra, nothing. How will he maintain sannyas like this? So he said, I will teach you sannyas. I will teach you Vedanta. I'll also give you a high class sannyas. Because your sannyas is a little 10th class. Then Mahaprabhu is so humble. Oh yes, you're like my father. Yes, I should learn Vedanta from you. Then Gopinath was listening. And who you think you are? You know who this is? You think this is some guy? This is Krishna himself. It's Krishna himself. In Bhagavad Gita it says, Vedascha chaham chameva vedyo vedakrit vedantакrit eva chaham. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am the speaker of the Veda. I am the goal of the Veda. By all the Veda, I am the only object to be known. And you think you're going to teach him about the Veda and the goal of life? He is the goal of life. But then Sarvabhauma and his disciple, no, come on, we're not stupid. It says Vishnu never comes in Kali Yuga. One name of Vishnu is Tri Yuga. Then Gopinath went, you guys don't understand anything. What's the meaning of Tri Yuga? Sarvabhauma think Vishnu only comes in Sat Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Dwapara Yuga. That's Tri Yuga. Then Gopinath said, you don't know the meaning of Tri Yuga. Tri Yuga doesn't mean he never comes in Kali Yuga, because he always comes as a Yuga avatar, every Yuga. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yada Yada Hi Dhammasya, I come in every age. So that's not the meaning of the verse. No? What's the meaning? It means Krishna comes in Kali Yuga, but not as he comes in the mood of devotee. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am a servant of Vishnu, I am servant of Krishna. This is called hidden incarnation. Right? Anyway, you can read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yes, so many people read scripture, but what is meaning? Don't know. Sometimes even Guru's words, sadhu words, people not misunderstand. Therefore, that misunderstanding should not come through the parampara. We should always have Shiksha Guru. Right? Prabhupada said we fall from Vaikuntha. Is it true? How the jiva can fall from Vaikuntha? There's no Maya there. Their spiritual body is just like Krishna. Why he spoke when Prabhupada came back to, a little controversy, but I like controversy. When Prabhupada came back to Vrindavan, his godbrothers asked him, Obiel Kapoor, have you heard of him? He left the body a few years ago. So he asked Prabhupada directly, why you're saying the jiva falls from Vaikuntha? Because he's reading all the books. It's not true. And Prabhupada said, I know it's not true. But you cannot understand the Western countries because you've never been there. How strong is Mayavad? You have no idea how strong it is, the idea that God is impersonal. So I have to explain them. They fall from Vaikuntha. Then they can have a feeling, I am Krishna's eternal servant. I belong there. I have to go back there. So he spoke like that to give time, place, and circumstance.
Whoa,
And he said, going back to Godhead.
Going back to God. But we've never been
that's a
there.
good explanation.
We've never been there. But we belong there.
Oh.
Anyway. Otherwise, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, all these others, and Jiva Goswami not support this. So what I'm saying is sometimes even Guru says something. That what should we do?
Context, yeah.
Guru speaks something according to time, place, and circumstance. That becomes Siddhanta? No. That's why what Prabhupada always taught. Sadhu Shastra Guru. What Guru says, you cannot just be fanatic. You have to look what the other acharyas have said. And if there's some contradiction, you have to give some reconciliation. Right? Like Lord Buddha, there he is up there. We accept Buddha, but we don't accept anything he said. Why? He's Vishnu. Why we don't follow him? Because he spoke everything, time, place, circumstance. We accept him, but we don't listen to anything he said. Or Sankacharya, he's Lord Shiva himself. We don't listen to him.
But the last before left, what he said, you fools and rascals, worship Govinda.
Yes, so something is. So many times, like our Gurudev also said, Prabhupada's in Madhurya Ras, Prabhupada's in the mood of the gopis, but Gurudev never said he's a gopi. What he means, people misunderstand. But that can be tomorrow night's topic. It's too much interesting. That's why all this fight. You have 10 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I can't live without speaking about this.
I know.
Any question?
I'm good so far.
Okay, maybe we should just finish here. Huh?
Yeah.
You want to hear a bit about it, or? Huh? Don't be afraid. It's all right.
I'm greedy. I'm greedy.
Okay. Who knows Prabhupada's sort of? Who knows? Prabhupada knows. He's not some fool. He's a self-realized soul. So when he says something about himself, we should take it seriously. If there's 100 people saying something, at the end of the day, if he says something about himself, he knows best. So Prabhupada, by all his activities, we can understand he's the friend of Krishna, Sakiras. Right? How we know which deities he's installed in Vrindavan? In the center. And who's on the side? Radha Shamsundar. What does that mean? His main deity is Krishna Balaram. Right? Otherwise he wouldn't have done that. Saraswati Thakur never did that. He never put Krishna Balaram in it because his mood is a different mood. So in the place of Sadhya, Vrindavan, he showed, this is my worshipful deity, Krishna Balaram. And many times he told his own disciples, I am the friend of Krishna. This is a nice story. One guy, the pujari who was there when Prabhupada installed the deities, he told me this story. That after the deities of Krishna Balaram, have you been to Vrindavan? Their main deity is Krishna Balaram. So after the installation of the deity, then they abhishek the deity, they put new clothes, first time, and then they offer food to the deity of Krishna, right? So many preparations because first meal for Krishna, new temple, right? So there was kachori, samosas, many things going. You know? So as the food was going towards the deity, Prabhupada grabbed a samosa and bit one. Grabbed an egg. Then the pujari, Prabhupada, you can't do that, it's not offered. Prabhupada, don't worry, he laughed, I'm the friend of Balaram. Okay, don't go around telling all this to people. Krishna's friends, they never think he's God. So when they eat together, they also eat what Krishna's eating. And if there's something good, they bite it. Hey, this is nice. They push it in Krishna's mouth. They're not thinking he's God. Not like a ding, 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 ding. Ashman 50 times. They're not like that. They're the friend of Krishna. No? So they also eat before him. This is very good. This is one. Outside, this is only Vrindavan. Right? This is the special mood of the coward boys.
But then how Maharaja?
No, I just hear a few more stories. Then I just want to make this. Prabhupada was asked a few times, like Govinda Dasi. He said to Govinda Dasi, my Gurudev is Manjari, but I am in Sakiras. You can write to her clearly. No? And many times, I want to be the friend of Krishna. Many times he said. No? One time, Srutakriti, one of his servants, he looked in the keyhole in Prabhupada's room. Prabhupada was rolling on the carpet in his room. So afterwards, Prabhupada came out and he asked, Prabhupada, don't mind. What were you doing? Because Prabhupada didn't know anyone's watching. This is behind the door. And he laughed. I was wrestling with Balaram.
Impossible if it's a good one.
So this is very sweet mood. You see in Prabhupada's rooms in Vrindavan, there's no picture of Radha Krishna there. Everywhere it's the coward boys. Nighttime, what's he doing in his bed? Not like us, we're on the phone and he's there looking at all this. Let's give him remembrance. And Prabhupada's senior god brothers who'd known him forever, Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj said he's in Sakiras. Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. You've heard these names? He said he is also in Sakyaras. Everyone is saying he's in Sakyaras. His own writings, and especially this prayer on the Jaladuta. Remember, Prabhupada was coming to America. He had 2 heart attacks, and he thought, I'm leaving this world. The time he wrote a poem, they found it after Prabhupada left. Like 4 or 5 years after he left this world, they found this poem like stuck in the journal. It's the only thing Prabhupada wrote about himself. Everywhere else he just translated. No? But the only thing he wrote about himself is this prayer of the Jaladuta. Why people don't take that seriously, I have no idea. And what did he write? Right? When Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I'm Kamal Manjari, no one argues about that, right? When Saraswati...
Maybe because he didn't say his name.
No, he wrote in one song of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It's clear as
No, but maybe Prabhupada is because he didn't say his name.
We know his name. Don't think no one said. His godbrothers have said, well, who is...
But Guru can give you what he has.
That's another topic. Does Guru have pure bhakti or not?
It's pure bhakti.
So he can give you pure bhakti.
But can give you other rasa?
Why not?
Okay.
This is like one type of madness that has come. What rasa is Nityananda Prabhu in? He's in Sakyaras. And he's the Guru of our whole Sampradaya.
Yes, true.
What rasa is Lord Brahma in? Tell me?
Who?
Lord Brahma, the head of our Sampradaya, what rasa is he in? He's Sakyaras. You read Prabhupada, 3rd canto, he writes in the commentary. When he saw Bhagavan, and after Brahma Samhita, they shook hands. Bhagavan shook hands with Brahma. Prabhupada said, that means he's in Sakyaras, friend of Krishna. So if this philosophy, the Guru can't give a ras higher than himself, that means the whole Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya is stuck in Sakyaras.
But it's, Lord Chaitanya said he came to give 4.
4 rasas,
Yeah.
not just one ras.
Yeah.
So why you say Sakyaras has no place in our Sampradaya? You cannot say that. No? Yuga Dharma Pravatimu Nam Sankirtan Char Bhav Bhakti De Nachamu Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give these 4 moods through Harinam Sankirtan.
And many Prabhupada disciples, they have this Radha Krishna. They focusing.
There's nowhere written anywhere disciple has to be in the same rasa as the Guru. Right? Who is Pundarik Vidyanidhi's Guru? Who is Gadadhar Pandit's Guru? Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Pundarik Vidyanidhi was worshipping in Vatsalya, but Gadadhar was Madhurya Ras. There's many examples of this. It's nowhere written the Guru is only in Dasya or Sakya, he cannot give anything. Guru is Shakshadhari, he can give everything.
Oh, yes.
Don't think this is all rubbish. I don't know how people getting these ideas. We can't find it written. That means only according to this philosophy, only the Guru Madhurya Ras can give Diksha? According to what you just said? No, we cannot find that anywhere. We find the Gurus in all rasas in our Sampradaya.
Yeah.
Like
4 rasa.
all 4 rasas are there. What rasa is Sukadev Goswami in?
Shukadev.
What rasa is he in? He's in Dasya Ras. And his disciple is Gopi Bhav. Anyways, that's another topic. But this is all wrong idea. Many people saying like this. That's why we fight. That's why no one comes to our class.
No
We're
knowledge,
fighting for
no
this.
knowledge.
So, many people saying, oh, anyway, so forget what they're saying. So, Prabhupada, by his own writings, you read this Jaladut prayer. You have it there? I'm not going to give it to you. You're going to lose it. Fine. Tumara Milana Bhai. Okay, come on, Lakshman. Redeem yourself. Prabhupada was on that. He had 2 heart attacks, and what did he say? Oh, my brother Krishna, again, when will I meet you? Go charan didine ganabo. Again, when will I go cow grazing with you? Banakai chuta chuti, banakai luta puti se din kabi habib. When the day will be mine, I will roll in the fields with you, wrestling. Luti putika, I will steal your food and eat it when that day will be mine. Right? It's clear as day. So when people talk about the rest of Prabhupada, why not looking what Prabhupada said himself? Yes, sir.
I wonder, why is there so much fighting between why not the main is singing Hare Krishna, right?
Yes.
But why is there so much fighting in philosophical talk about?
Don't worry, this is also
We're all talking about the same thing.
but this is also topics of Krishna. This is not fighting for money, or this is
But I
just
mean,
fighting.
how is this fighting, bringing us closer to Krishna.
Because misunderstanding will take you away.
But everyone thinks they are right.
But we have a brain.
How
Not
do we
everyone.
know? How can I know I am right?
By listening carefully and what the previous guru said and making adjustment and understand who's following.
But everyone is doing this.
No, they're not.
They're listening, their guru, and
Then why don't... That's not true at all. Everyone don't have the same understanding.
yeah,
In this room is 20 guys chanting Hare Krishna, but everyone has their own little mood and idea.
Yeah. So how do I know? Like I have the truth. It's the real truth.
Because Krishna gave you an intelligence. So hear nicely and understand. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Gurudev, can you explain Priya Namasaka?
Okay, so...
Oh
What's that?
no, that's really cool.
No, this is the topic.
Yeah, this is exactly.
I think no one can put up their hand at Prabhupada's own writings, Prabhupada's own words. There's no one had any idea except he's a friend of Krishna. And all the Guru Parampara, Prabhupada's god brothers, have all said the same thing. There's no one who's saying
And
different.
many of his disciples, they said that Prabhupada in Sakyara.
Because Prabhupada, he told them himself so many times. So our Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, it may seem he said something different. No. So, but what did he actually say? We've given a $2,000 reward. We'll give $2,000 to anyone who can show us one place where Gurudev said directly, Prabhupada's a Manjari. Manjari means
What is
a gopi.
Oh, Narayan Maharaj said this.
No, I'm saying we'll give $2,000 to anyone who can show us Narayan Maharaj said one time Prabhupada's a gopi or a Manjari. He never said. But what Gurudev said, people misunderstand. Gurudev also speaking according to time, place and circumstance. Like Prabhupada said about the fall of the jiva from Vaikuntha, necessary that time. So our Gurudev also did like that. But people misunderstand his words. Like many people in ISKCON, still they believe the jiva fall from Vaikuntha, even though Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Jiva Goswami completely refuted it. Chaitanya Charitamrita says the complete opposite. So sometimes Guru may say something, but we also have to be a little careful.
Not even a leaf.
Falls from Vaikuntha.
Prabhupada said this.
So how can a jiva fall from Vaikuntha? So, we are fighting. Well, only I'm fighting. Because if you don't know anything and keep quiet, no problem. I don't know anything, I'm not so... Okay, but you say the wrong thing, the good Parampara will cut your head off. Don't say the wrong thing. You don't know, keep quiet, no problem. But when you start saying the wrong thing, then it causes chaos. So number one, don't make our Narayan Goswami Maharaj, don't put him against the rest of the Parampara. Don't separate him. Our Gurudev he cannot speak anything different than the previous Guru. Not possible. And number two, give freedom to Prabhupada for his own mood. Like you said, unless he's in the highest ras, he cannot give anything. These type of ideas, like this is where it's all coming from, this misconception.
I heard.
Yes, but this is wrong.
I only realized reading what Prabhupada in song said, it's a Sakya, it's obviously Sakya ras.
So our Gurudev cannot speak anything different. But because, number one, our Gurudev had a lot of opposition. You know that, right? And so imagine if Gurudev had come and said, Prabhupada's in Sakya ras, but I'm in Gopi Bhav. What would happen? People would say, you're in a different mood, or you think you're higher than Prabhupada, right? Unnecessary obstacles would come. So Gurudev spoke in a very careful way. He never crossed the mood of Prabhupada, but Gurudev uses to promote his own Gopi mood. Yes, sir.
Is there one mood better than the other?
In a neutral way, we may say so.
In a what?
Neutral.
Neutral.
Every devotee, what mood they're in, they think this is the best.
Yeah.
My Guru
So
said
why is it important, the mood of Prabhupada and the mood of your Guru? Why is
Because
there fighting?
if you don't know his mood, you cannot worship him properly.
Worship the Guru?
Yeah.
If you don't know how he's serving Radha Krishna, full depth of understanding won't be there. Like Prabhupada, he preached around the world, he opened so many temples, but when he's in his room at night alone, what's he thinking about?
Why didn't he tell his
He
disciple?
did.
I did.
That's what we're talking about.
I see.
But he did. He
But
told.
Guru revealed to the surrendered disciple.
But sometimes they're so much kind. They also just give some hint.
Yeah.
Like, how do we know Saraswati Thakur? He wrote one line of one letter. And from that, everyone knows he is Naina Manimanja. He just wrote one line. So sometimes they keep quiet, but sometimes they're very kind. They give some idea. So if you don't know, it's okay. But you say the wrong thing, it's going to cause chaos. So our Gurudev, when he would speak, it's quite a topic, isn't it? So there are 4 types of coward boys, right? Listen carefully, then you'll understand how Narayan Maharaj is very clever. There are 4 types of coward boys. No? If you read Jivadama, have you read Jivadama, Shamsundar? Shame on you.
I said it to you.
Don't talk to him till he starts to read Jivadama. It's very important. Our Guru would say, no need to read many books, you just read this one book 100 times.
I will give you.
I have it.
You have.
He has it, shame on him.
We have a lot of books we haven't
But
read.
this Jivadama, you got to start.
Yeah, it's very
You
important.
got to, everything is in there from the beginning to the end. Even stuff we're not qualified, but at least we should have some idea where I'm going, what's the future. So there are 4 types of coward boys. So anyone watching this will be laughing. Here he goes again. There are 2 types of devotees. One is called Paratarati, one is called Swatarati. Swatarati means only one mood. Kevalarati, Swatarati. Like Mother Yasoda. She's the mother of Krishna. That's it. Right? So some devotees are like that. Like Radharani. She's the beloved of Krishna, no other mood. Bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. But some devotees are called Paratarati when there's a mixture of moods in them. Understand? Forget about your project. I'm terrible, aren't I? Just hear this, if it goes one ear and out the other, doesn't matter. So some devotees are called Paratarati. I mean, they have 2, sometimes 3 different moods in them. But one mood is always prominent, like a king. So there's 4 types of coward boys. Some coward boys are younger than Krishna. They're Krishna's friend, but they're little respect. Because Krishna is a month, 2 months, 1 year older than them. So that Sakiras is mixed with little Dasiras. Little respect. They're called the Priya Sakas. Some are just the same as Krishna, same age, everything. They just have pure Sakiras to Krishna. These are called the Sakas. Priya Sakas, Saka. Some Sakas are older than Krishna. Some coward boys are older than Krishna, like Balaram, like Bhadrasen. Who else? Sridham.
Yeah.
He's heard this about 50 times. Right? The first time he's heard it live. You know? They're older than Krishna. They think Krishna's a little foolish. I have to protect him. I have to give him good advice. Like when they go to the forest, Mother says, "Oh, Balaram, your younger brother is quite foolish. Take care of him. Always keep him under your protection." So they're a friend of Krishna, but they have little Vatsalya. I have to protect Krishna. I have to give him some good advice. They're called the Surid Saka. Surid means well-wisher. Older than Krishna. Okay, we know a bit more than you. We've been around more than you. So they have that mood of advising Krishna. If he does something, they chastise him. Surid Saka. But some Sakas have Gopi Bhav in them. Like when Krishna goes to meet the gopis, Radhika, who he takes with him? Sridham, Madhumangal. Not Sridham. Subal.
Oh, Suba, yeah.
Madhumangal, Ujval, Stoke Krishna. They're the Priyanama Sakas. They have Gopi Bhav. No? Otherwise, how they can be with Radha Krishna? So when they bring Krishna, you see Krishna never goes alone to meet Radhika. Krishna always takes his little supporters. Radhika never goes alone to meet Krishna. She always takes especially Rup Manjari, Rati Manjari, always. They have their little group, no? So the group that takes Krishna, they're always arranging the meeting of Radha Krishna. These are called the Priyanama Sakas. They have Gopi Bhav. Right? What's the proof? Rupa Goswami wrote. Jiva Goswami wrote, Saki Bhava Bhavita. They absorbed in Saki Bhava. In Jayavadhamma Bhaktivinoda Thakur's, the Priyanama Sakhas are the personification of the conjugal melon. Gopi Bhava. Madhurya Bhava Bhavita, Rupa Goswami said, they serve in Madhurya Ras. So when Gurudev would talk about Prabhupada, what would he say? Yes, he's not only Sakhiras, he is also Gopi Bhava. No, he has the mood of the gopis. He has the mood of the maidservants of Radhika. But Gurudev didn't say he's a Manjari. What did he say? He has the mood of the gopis, the mood of the maidservants of Radhika. He has Ujjval Ras. He has Madhurya Ras. So Gurudev speaking like that. But people think he's a gopi? No. Gurudev speaking, he's this, but he not clear it. This is, we call this preaching tactic. Many people take offense and become. But anyway, this thing necessary.
There's a small book that summarizes these arguments.
Yep.
Oh my friend, oh my friend.
There's another book we'll give you. It's even better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I read this. Oh, my friend, it's all there, clear as day. What Prabhupada said, what his God brothers said. But some disciples of our Gurudev, they're trying to pull Gurudev out of Sampradaya. They're not respecting what Prabhupada said about himself. They're giving bad reputation. So we're little speaking against that. Take it, it's okay. Lose a few dollars, lose a few places, but it's all right. Prabhupada also, at the end of the day, give Prabhupada freedom for his own Lord. TK, any questions? Now, we promise we'll finish.
Yeah, sure. I was wondering, how long have you been living in Vrindavan?
30 years.
Oh, wow.
30 years.
What, what was the key moment that made you want to go to Vrindavan and stay there?
Meeting Gurudev. What I know about Vrindavan, nothing. When I met him first, then I asked, can I ask you a question? He goes, what? I said, can I stay here with you? First time I met him, can I stay here with you? Because I thought maybe no Westerners allowed, because no one was there.
Oh,
And he said, if you want, you stay your whole life here with me.
oh my God, that's so beautiful.
Yes, it was. Yes, of mercy of Vaishnav. We cannot stay there by ourselves. We have no power. Need some high person who,
Yeah, yeah.
even you want to run away, hey!
Just like you were saying,
Yes.
listen to this.
Forget projects. Some high person catch you, then you can stay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, even Brahman Shiva cannot understand Vrindavan. Who are we? Need some high person. Anyways, all this fight, all this argument, I too much like it actually. It's too much interesting to discuss. This is just topics of
I have a
Krishna.
question about arguments.
Uh-huh.
Why is there so much fighting between personalists and impersonalists?
Yes. Why?
Yeah, why?
Because the impersonalists are saying Krishna doesn't exist.
Yeah, impersonal.
Imagine I say
But
Clemens.
Not having it like a body doesn't mean you don't exist.
Yes, it does. How?
Sangun and Ningun.
Don't worry. How? Imagine I say Clemens has no arms, no legs, no eyes, no nose, no teeth. What am I saying? Clemens doesn't exist.
But you're still talking about me. You give me a name.
Because you have a body, I can see it. So why Krishna can't have a body? It's denying his personal
No, but I
form.
mean like, because I think like the whole argument is like all philosophical arguments. I think it's just not going anywhere. Like I think it would be better to just sing like the mantra all the, like.
But you're singing a mantra and you think God has no form. At the end of the day, that chanting is a bit useless.
Where did you get this idea?
It's just
From his wicked mind.
yeah, my wicked
In
mind.
Krishna says in 12th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, he created this path in personal. But then he explained this personal is better.
But he,
You develop relationship.
yeah.
12th chapter Bhagavad Gita.
But he says also that all the path leads to him, right?
Oh yeah, what's the meaning?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to give you a book tonight. You're going to read it.
Oh, thank you.
Krishna gives example like rain falls on the mountain.
Yeah.
Some go this side of the mountain, some rain goes this side of the mountain. But all the rain goes to the ocean.
Mm.
Right? The water goes to the ocean, but the mountain doesn't go to the ocean. Everyone's worship goes to Krishna, but not everyone goes to Krishna. Not every worshipper goes to Krishna. Because there's nothing else except Krishna. So they're all attaining Krishna.
Even after many lifetimes, they don't go to Krishna?
The impersonalist. The impersonalists, who are they meditating on? They're meditating on the formless Brahman.
Okay.
Have you heard of the white light?
Well,
Huh? You haven't heard of the white light? I'm going to the white
Brahma
light. The Brahma Jyoti. Yasya
I don't
Prabha
know much
Prabhato
about-
Jagadanta
I'm just
Koti.
starting here, so
You don't even know what impersonalism is.
no, but
Men tänker sån on the deathbed in the hospital and they come to this light
yeah,
because they lost
Okay.
consciousness.
yeah.
That's it. That's what they're going for.
Yeah.
But what is that? So the Gyanis, the impersonalists, they're meditating on the formless Brahman.
Okay.
But what is that?
I don't know.
That's Krishna's bodily effulgence.
Light come from
Yeah.
body.
So it is Krishna. Right? The materialists are meditating on Krishna to go to the celestial planets.
Hmm.
Who made the celestial planets?
Krishna.
Krishna. It's his energy. It's Maya. Who else is there? The materialists who don't even accept God, they're just enjoying matter. But what is matter?
It's consciousness.
It's Krishna.
Yeah.
It's Krishna's material energy. Everyone's thought that there's nothing else except Krishna.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean they're attaining his personal form and serving him.
Yeah.
All their worship is going to Krishna because there's nowhere else for it to go. There's nothing else exists except Krishna. It doesn't mean everyone's attaining his personal form.
Maharaj,
Yes.
maybe this will help him understand.
Uh-huh.
My father and I had not spoken in many years. He read Bhagavad Gita not long before I was born, and he died of cancer actually just over a year ago, and for some reason I was the only family member who knew he was going and decided to stay with him that night. And he turned to me looking like a 5-year-old, and he said, "Would you help me take off my gloves? My gloves don't fit, they're too tight, my socks are too tight." And he was talking to me clearly as a Hare Krishna. And he had only read Bhagavad Gita maybe 1969, 1970. But this is how what Maharaj described works. Somewhere in a past life or in this life where you met Krishna, where you were made personally connected, you will see the difference, because it's not something that he lived in my lifetime, but he knew that I was the one who could translate this for him. His soul said, "This body, this clothing is done for me."
Mm-hmm.
And it was time to leave. But he wasn't talking about the light and the number of times I have died. My body has been taken off life support. I have seen that light. I know what it is. I felt it, and it's my avad. Quite frankly, it's not very interesting. But once you've made the connection, you cannot escape it.
Krishna reciprocates with whatever you want, Krishna gives you.
Yeah.
So in that way, Krishna is equal to everyone. But Krishna is not giving the same thing to everyone. Some want the heavenly planets, some want mystic powers, some just want to be like, deny the form of God, like the atheists, like the Brahmin, like the yoga, what do they call the Buddhists. Krishna is giving everyone exactly what they want. To the materialist, he makes their mind like matter. To those who deny God's existence, he covers himself and hides himself fully. To those who want mystic powers, he reciprocates in that way. But to the devotees who serve him with love and devotion, Krishna, "You're my friend, you're my mother," Krishna gives that position. So Krishna is equal to everyone, but he's not giving equally to everyone.
I see.
He give you free will, what you want. And he is in heart, he look watching you.
All paths do not lead to the same goal. All water goes to the ocean, but the mountain
But
doesn't.
at the end of the universe, well, the cycles of the universe, everything goes back to Krishna, no?
Yeah.
So in the end, everything. goes
Everything
back to-
enters back into Krishna, but then when he breathes out, they come out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Creation and destruction.
you get protection from coming back in the next cycle.
No,
of
hopefully
universes.
you're even giving up this body before you can become free from birth and death by practicing devotion now. You don't have to wait for that.
Yeah.
When the creation is created, then it has a certain time span.
Yeah.
And when Krishna dissolves everything, it enters everything, but every soul remains in Krishna's body but they still have desire, unfulfilled desires.
Yeah.
So in the next creation, those souls come again with their desires. Again, they continue. But we're going beyond that.
So it's not bad to have desires and to have like material desires and fulfill them, right?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
No, I'm saying like that process. That
Desires are bad. Desires will force you to take birth again and again in this world.
But like if you don't make them come true, then you will want to make them come true in next life.
But this never finished because the mind never finished. Material desire never finished automatically. It can only be finished by devotion to Krishna. Like you put oil on the fire, is it going to go less?
I feel like once you've done what you want to do, it's
No, then another one will come. Who said I had enough sex? No, I don't need it anymore. No, right?
I mean,
For example, desire never finishes automatically. It can only be stopped by devotion. If you have a higher taste. This is all Osho's theory.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. Yes, is it?
this is a just theory.
Osho.
Sorry, I'm not that advanced either.
Don't worry,
I knew I couldn't.
you haven't, many people say that just enjoy, naturally the desire will go out, but it's not like that. It never happens. It always, Krishna says, lust burns like fire and is never satisfied. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
But if Krishna have desire, like, how can we not have desire?
Desire is not bad. Like I said, you desire Krishna's service. This is not bad desire. That desire is always there. Like Madhya Soda, she's thinking, what I'll cook for Krishna for lunch. I'll cook this, I'll do that, I'll do this. What decorations will give him? I'll give. She's always desiring, but it's all for Krishna.
But like it's
That's not bad. That's good.
Yeah, but it's like it's very rare people who only have desire for God. Like there's always ego or attachment.
You can't say
for
Krishna's
something.
name. Why you just have to say God all the time?
Huh?
God has a name.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Krishna.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur says 2 impediments to devotion. One is materialism, one is impersonalism.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to say his name. You won't die.
I'm not afraid. I'm just not used to talk.
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
I think he's not informed.
Yeah, it's not to like I'm not trying to.
No, it's
trying
all right.
to figure out.
If God has no form, then how can you look at him? How can you serve him? How can you love him? Can you love my mother?
Your
For
mother?
example, yeah.
No.
Because you've never seen her. How can you love God if you don't know what he looks like?
No.
You believe in God, that's a good thing, but it's not a full and complete understanding.
Yeah.
God has.
But I'm not saying like I don't think I'm impersonalist, but like
everyone is.
Huh?
Yeah.
Scratch.
Yeah, we have to train ourselves.
In the West, everyone.
Can you read other people's lives?
Sunyavadi.
No, thank God.
No?
No. What a nightmare. Don't worry about your last life, you worry about the next one. Because what happened, you can't change that. But where you're going, you can change that. You're vegetarian?
Well, sometimes I do eat fish.
No,
but very
don't do that.
rarely.
What's her name? Julia.
Julia.
Don't eat fish.
I said the truth. Oh no.
No.
I cannot lie.
Don't eat fish.
Sometimes. Because I dance a lot. I teach dance and I need to move a lot. So I find that I lose weight when I only eat like vegetarian.
Then go to a proper nutritionist.
Yeah.
You have to take more.
I give you a list of
ghee.
the
More ghee.
Spoonfuls by ghee.
Please don't judge me. No, it's okay.
No.
I also dance.
One thing,
Metabolism, that's all.
fish eat everything, right? Fish eat dead pigs, dead dogs, dead cows.
No,
dead-
really?
If a dog dies and falls in the ocean, what's going to happen to him? All the fish will eat him.
The fish eat everything. They fall in the water, goes to the ocean.
If you die in the ocean,
Yum yum, huh?
No.
Fish is not vegetarian.
So are you going to talk about carrots next?
so fish eat dead humans, dead pigs, dead dogs. So Shastra says who eats fish eats all meat, because fish eat everything.
All the mercury and
You
then
better eat
tons
pig
of
and make
mercury.
resolution from
Yeah.
today. You better eat pig.
She'll also be able to help you. She's also a nurse, you know that.
Yeah,
so she
I know.
understands
Are you
nutrition.
Yes. How long?
The Manu Samhita says eating fish is worse than eating cow,
Really? Why?
because fish eat everything. Don't eat fish, it's a
Get
hard
that
one.
ready with it for a spiritual program.
You're a smart boy.
Don't be sad, you should be happy. Do you eat eggs as well?
Sometimes.
Don't eat eggs. Eggs are menstrual
Period.
cycle of chicken. This is no food for humans.
No.
It's a chicken's period.
I put it over there.
I will make you list where you can find all
Isn't it
nutrition.
also
You come eat at
explained in
home
Aisha
raw.
Upanishad something about the scoop of the sand breaking apart in the form of a mouth, something the shape of an egg that breaks up. I have to look at that again, but it's an
Julia, don't become depressed, become happy. You've given up some bad
Don't
things.
be vexed.
Maharaj, I have one question. What will happen to the person who is chanting, who is reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, but eats sometimes eggs,
Oh, yeah.
fish? What will happen
But
next
follow
time?
other principles. But follow other principles.
What will happen to this person next time? What is destination?
Only Bhagavan knows all these things.
Well, thank you for asking.
For you.
Anyway,
Why? It's the same question.
they're all, this is no, like, which is better, dry stool or wet stool?
Both are
Julia,
right.
come on, you can do it. You just stop. Just make a promise. I'll never take. Krishna will
You
help
know
you.
how you can do. If you live with devotees,
Like with you, that's why.
then you will only eat what devotees.
Real devotee.
She's looking for a roommate.
That's a good idea. Being a roommate is perfect.
Controversy.
You will pay.
We can figure that out later. We can figure that out later. Let's listen to what he has
Julia,
to
this
say.
is where you
please.
stop talking.
Why everybody's talking about
There's
me?
vegan omega also. There's vegan omega 3 omega.
Yes.
Can you,
Just go.
why did you come to Vrindavan?
Yeah.
Come to Vrindavan.
Yes, I want to. Honestly, I feel a very strong spiritual calling.
Don't worry, that's true. Just a little start to chant, associate.
No, I chant a lot though.
Then how can you still eat fish?
I mean, it's not.
It's like pouring water in a bucket and you've got holes in the bottom.
Well, I feel bad when I do it.
That's
I'm
good.
bad.
But not bad enough to stop.
But I know, like, I tried for 1 year and then I got injuries. You know what I mean? Like dance injuries.
Tough biggies.
Because I was dancing 20 hours a week. So it's not like, you
And
know.
fish is going to save you from injuries?
No, it's protein. But
There's so many different sources of protein.
like, it depends, you know. And maybe I have to just revise, like, every
Go. I know some people, professional nutritionists. I'll give you their number. You call them and stuff.
Yeah, okay, sure.
No problem. Any question more? Anything else?
The last question.
What?
What the words are like? Who's eating dog, cow, or fish, or people?
Anyway, none of them are good. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Clemens, Lord Chaitanya said, Siddhanta bolya chitina koriulas, yahoite Krishna lage sudina manas. Don't be afraid of like little controversy, discussion of philosophy. Just make the mind very fixed on Krishna. Yeah. It's not bad, that's good. Don't worry. And then we argue, but it's not like personal level blaspheming. Just keep it respectful and philosophical. No one loses in that discussion. Devotees are always doing this. They're always discussing philosophy, always. This is what keeps us strong. Huh? Not convinced.
The Buddhists have that just before they leave the home, before they leave the monastery, they have a lot of debating and stuff like that. It's not on the same level. It's more of a,
And the rabbis as well.
the rabbis, yeah.